Hello, everybody. How you doing? Sorry. There you go. Let's turn this around. Sorry, I was at a brewery earlier, but it was actually work. Now, this might be just a little bit bouncy, just because the Horsebox is a little bit bouncy. Sharky, Merry Christmas. Sod you, mate. Sod you. Yeah. Sorry. Right. We're caught up. This is Dom. For those that haven't met Dom, this is Dominic. We call him Dominic the Donkey because why not? Let me try and set this ring light up because the light in here is very, very, very dim. Where's that box? Is there a box? That pink box?
Yeah.
Vibrant forest box.
Yeah, sure it down there.
There we go. Let's do that. Pot of paint because YouTube. This is YouTube. There we go. Just turn that down. Is that going to stay up? There we go. How's everybody doing? Let's get some comments early doors. I might need to go get my missus mouse. Chilling and grilling with Henry. How you doing, Henry? Thanks for coming in, mate. First, yeah, you're always first, mate. Much love. Cheers. Thanks, Henry, for coming in. Grasco Disco, looking forward to seeing Camilla in all its glory. And combinations, exciting projects. End of phase one. Adventure's just beginning. I know. Joey, how you doing, mate? Pete, how you doing? Pete's one of my buddies from up here. Pete's in.
Pete Mason?
No.
Oh, Machowski.
How you doing, brother? Joey, here we go. Yeah, that was me. Jimmy Rushworth, how you doing, mate? Go on then, jury lad. Let's see what we've been putting together. Yeah, this is it. We'll go through it in a little while. Mark had to close early because the horse was overnerved. Right. Honestly, I was actually up at a brewery discussing beer options. Mersey beers, one set will be 5 minutes. Yeah, I know. Sorry, mate. It's panicking. Sharky, Merry Christmas. F you, mate. Tom and Stu, how you doing? Joey says he likes it bouncy. Who doesn't, mate? It's Friday. It's always bouncy on a Friday, isn't it? Tom and Stu, again, join me on the dark side. Hello, mate. Lovely weather for it. Torrential north, mate. It's rank here. Well, you were driving, weren't you?
Yeah.
The
horrendous.
Roads are flooded. Like over here, all the water sort of washes off the fields and then it just floods the roads.
Pete Machowski will be telling you about that. He was walking through it himself.
Yeah, Pete Machowski sent us a video earlier. He was knee deep, wasn't he?
Yeah, pretty much.
Knee deep in it, bless him. Lovely weather for it, torrential in the north, absolutely. Spencer, how you doing, Spenno? Good to see you, mate. Yo, you're looking great in there. Thank you, mate. We'll go through it in a little bit. I should have set up OBS a little bit better, but I was rushing to get online. Stuart, how you doing, Stuart? Go on, the boys. Thanks, mate. Yeah, this is it. And whilst the comments are ended, Tommy, the crummy beard, one of the main people that got this. Have you met Tom yet?
He is, yeah. Not in person.
Turn around.
Only online.
Got the logo on the back. Turn around. There you go.
Look at that.
Right there.
Yeah, all designed. Thank you,
Looking
my man.
very nice, gentlemen. Looking very nice.
Thank you, mate. Thank you for all your help.
That's welcome, mate. That horse box is looking fantastic.
Do you like it?
Yeah, it's got a very grotto-y vibe, and I'm all for it. I really like it.
Yeah, it's a bit weird. OBS, I've kind of set up OBS wrong. I might have a little play in a minute when the chaos of the start has gone. But yeah, we're really happy with it. I mean, scaffold boards, it's super rustic. Scaffold board, lots of colour. We'll kind of go through the colour thing in a minute. Festoon lighting, serving good beer and good gin.
It looks kind of spacious, which I'm shocked at.
It's not,
It's
mate.
not.
To make it worse, right there,
It's a great barrel.
there's a
as well.
massive barrel. So we'll go into the name in a bit, but obviously the name of it is called the Barrel and Bridle. And we literally have an old, I think it's an old cider barrel, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
An old cider barrel, and we pinned a bridle to it. There you go, and that got a bit of attention at the wedding fair, which is always nice. Jimmy Guitarist, Spicy looking good. Thank you, mate. Yeah, sort of mental considering what it was a few months ago. Thank you, Stuart. Looks awesome. I appreciate that, mate. Mash Monkey, how you doing? Mash, are you the brewery that messaged me on Instagram? You're in Dis, aren't you? Quite new starting. We might have to have a little word with you guys because you're going to fall right into our hands if you are local enough. Lagerlogs, Thomas Dew, we've been getting red weather alerts up here. Yeah, you've had it bad. I was talking to. Is it not working?
No, you're good. Carry on.
Okay. I had the little signal warning come up on StreamYard. Yeah, Tommy, you were saying about that, weren't you? Because your other half's family are up there.
Yeah. So interestingly, So did some maths earlier. Quite a lot of people around us have been flooded. My parents got like less than a foot away from their place being flooded. Their front and back garden are just lakes at this point. We got 31 mil of rain today. Some places in Scotland got 178 mil.
Whoa.
So
It's
just
a lot.
put that in perspective. If some place around here are flooding on 31, yeah, it's not even worth thinking about. It's horrific.
Dear, oh dear. Yeah, it's been pretty bad around here. Because apparently I learned up at the brewery. Some bloke was moaning because he said all the farmers cut the hedges.
Yeah, that's right.
Years ago, they cut all the hedges out. So literally, the runoff is just just comes straight off onto the road. A bit of a nightmare. Mash Monkey says yes, just installing a 2.5 barrel new brewery. Nice one, nice one. I'm wondering if I do work for you one time. I did work for a chap. And we were in like a normal housing estate, and it's one of those housing estates where at the end of the estate there was like a row of garages, and he had the adjoining garage to his house, and he lifted up the garage door, and it was like a full-on brewery with like the white hygiene plastic walls and everything. It was mental. I was like, wow, okay. So I'm wondering if that might be you. How's things, Tommy? You had a good week, mate?
Yeah, not bad. Very busy week, but I've had today off, so I've already been down the local and gone out for some food. So I'm having a very jolly Friday at this point. Woke up this morning, so we meant to go away this weekend. We saw the weather forecast, went nah, probably not the weekend to go away in a van. Woke up this morning, went all right. I was going to book in for some food and whatever. Everything. So we live on the top of a hill, about the highest point in Nottingham. So like. Looked out of our windows like, it's raining a bit, but it doesn't look too bad. It's fine. Booked to go out for something to eat, and then about an hour later, start getting calls from people going, "My house is about to flood." I was like, "Do we leave? Like, is this safe anymore?" But thankfully, between ours and where we were going, it was all right. But yeah, it's other than that, we were having a fantastic week, nice and chill. Well, I'll say nice and chill today because I've been off work. What about yourself? How much effort has gone into that horse box in the last 5 days?
Probably about 95% of it.
Yeah, it definitely weren't really 5 days ago for the wedding fair. Put it that way.
Yeah, I think
past 11 on Friday night. I think we finished it, didn't we?
Saturday
night. Sorry.
We had the wedding fair on Sunday, and 11:30 Saturday night we were touching up the paint and sticking on the graphics. It was like
nice
in the dark.
Tom won't say, but he's had a much quieter week this week without me badgering him for different fonts and different bits of text and everything. But,
I wish you were my most demanding contact. I'll put it that way.
No, we appreciate all your help, mate. We really do. Jimmy Guitarist, good name as well. With my imagination, I'd have just ended up calling it the Horsebox Inn. Well, it's thanks to one of you. I can't remember who it was. I need to find out. I need to go through those original comments from the video a few months ago and find out who it was and get you some beer out. Mash Monkey said you did. Yes, I know exactly where you are. And I'll be speaking to you about the electrics pretty soon. Nice one, mate. Thank you very much. Sharky said, I'm looking forward to drinking a Sierra Nevada trip in the woods, old-fashioned soon. My dad and I will be trying it out to see how close it is to the actual old-fashioned cocktail. Does Sierra Nevada get involved with that sort of thing? Like cocktail beers? I thought that'd be a little bit above their station.
I'm going to look it up right now because that could either be brilliant or horrific, and I need to know.
I know. I wish it was sunshine because I'd show you all the outside of the box and everything. Yeah, but we will get into a little bit. Tommy, have you got a beer yet, mate? What are you thinking?
I haven't yet. I'm still deciding. I have had a couple before arriving, so I'm taking it easy. But I've still got loads of Oktoberfest stuff left. Interestingly, I have an observation from my time out of the house today. So this year, you didn't have all 6 this year, did you? The Oktoberfest beers?
No.
The Lowenbrau was a little bit of a surprise. It was a lot better than expected. Significantly better than the Spartan, given that they're owned by the same people. It was a bit of a surprise. And I went to Totally Tapped, which you've been to when you were here.
I have.
The little micro. I've got a badge on. They gave me a badge. Look, it's very nice. And they had it on tap. I nearly ordered it, and the lady behind the bar there I speak to quite regularly. She said, when I first tried this, I nearly went to the supermarket to buy a can of Foster's to see how far apart they were.
Wow.
And I went, interesting. Okay.
And this is the lower brow.
This is the lower brow.
Lower brow.
So I thought, interesting. So I'd had the bottle and I thought it wasn't the best, but it certainly wasn't bad. I thought, interesting. So it was between that and a Donzoko brew. I was like, okay, I'll go for the Don. Sorry, not the first beer. It was one of their Hellers. I can't remember which one.
Right.
And I said, right, I'm going to go for the Donzoko. And then she gave me a taster of the Lowenbrow. I said, see what you think. Mate, it was not the same beer that was in those bottles. It was shocking.
Oh, they ring the neck of it
on keg. So
it's a shame, isn't it? Because I mean, the Lowenbrow was never. But yeah, you were quite liking the Lowenbrow from this year's lot, weren't you?
In the bottle I had was certainly not bad. On keg, it was like you could have been drinking any lager in the world. There was nothing special about it at all.
That is rubbish. Right, should we get some beers in? Talking of lagers,
what are you going for?
Yeah, we got. So it only seems right that we're going to drink some of the beer that we're going to be selling. So we've got the Ampersand Feld Lager.
Well, what are you doing? Ampersand are rubbish. I only had an incredible ESB from them last weekend.
I know. I was talking to Craig, who works there today, and he was basically saying, "Got some glasses there." Perfect.
I moved them.
He was basically saying, and the ESB went down really well in Nottingham.
Yeah, that ESB was pretty special. It was really good.
Can you open it? I haven't got nails.
He can't get into his own.
Please, Dad.
Well
Thank you, mate.
You know what? I'm going to join you.
What, with an Ampersand or a beer?
Not the same beer.
Ah, okay. The Cowella. Is this? Did I get you that one, or did you buy some?
You did,
up there?
yeah. No, you did get me this one. I'm going to drink that.
Boom. There we go. Oh, got some lovely spaghetti or
noodle. Even into the same glassware.
Lovely. Cheers, everybody. Thanks for coming in.
Cheers.
Sorry, I'm not purposely blocking Dom off. Literally, like, I don't know if you can see, like, that's the space. So I'm leaning back, and I'm a little bit bigger than I used to be. So
we're bored of you now, Mark. Send Dom in instead.
We'll get Dom in a sec. I've got to show you to do the comments. You just click on the comment just once, and it'll pop up. Yeah.
No, you're all right. You carry on.
A few more beers first. But yeah, I haven't had Silo, their ESB yet from Ampersand, so I'll be quite interested to try that.
Delicious, mate. Delicious.
Brad Evans, thanks for coming in, mate. Wow, great achievement, mate. Well done. Thank you. Yeah, it was. I feel like we've done well.
Yeah, so do I.
It had a really good reception at the.
24 hours we actually worked on it.
Yeah. Yeah. It had a really good reception at the wedding fair. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with it. Sharky said you will have to look up the Sierra Nevada beer on their US website.
I was doing that. I was in the process, wasn't I? I was doing that.
The amount of times I've gone into the Cascade Club to buy some beer, and there's just like sod all on there. It's like the hazy little thing and the juicy little thing beers that I'm just not interested in. Peter says, "What gins have you got?" Well, at the moment, actually,
I thought you only drank tea, Pete.
We probably could get an Earl Grey infused one. There's got to be one about. On the shelf at the moment, obviously we're yet to buy all of our stock, but like Fen Spirits from Peterborough, then we got the Adnams Copper House, then we got some more underneath from a lady called Peaches, who is literally a one-woman gin maker. Literally, off her. Yeah, there you go. She's right on the same site as Grain Brewery. Tommy, you need to get on these. Honestly, I'm not even joking.
They're good things.
Yeah, they're really good. So yeah, it's all sort of super small producers. I'm kind of going through we're going to have like a core lineup. So like that's the lineup that we'll roll with unless we're asked to get anything differently. That'll be the Ampersand Feld Lager. Should we talk prices or what we're going to price it out at the moment? It's fair, isn't it? I think that's what we were saying.
Do it so I can rip you apart. Go on.
So the prices at the moment, I've got them all on my phone. We're trying to keep it like as cheap as possible.
Pub levels.
Pub prices, yeah. We don't want to be.
Ooh. Okay.
Yeah, we've worked really hard on getting the right stuff in, that's got the right quality and not just being cheap for cheap's sake. because I don't think that gets you anywhere. And I'm going to say it because I can. I was speaking to someone the other day who is interested in buying a pub somewhere around here, and they were saying, including the VAT, a 50-litre keg of Peroni is £210 to buy.
Right.
A 30-litre keg of the ampersand. So obviously it's 30 key, 50 steel. The 30-litre key keg from ampersand is around £100 cheaper for us to buy. So it's like half the price, plus you get 30 over 50, and it's good quality, and it's local, and everything else. So when these free houses have like Peroni on, there's almost no excuse for it. If they're bothered about quality. Obviously, the trade-off is like brand association, which I get pubs want to do to sell. But the trade-off is brand association versus quality. So on that subject, I've got the price list here. Our core range is going to be, on the Linda machine, we'll have 2 keg lines, one of them being the Ampersand Feld, 4% Helles lager, super sessionable, very, very popular in my local. Then we're going to have the Burnt Mill Pintle. So Burnt Mill are like probably one of the most underrated breweries in the UK for me. They are insane. And they do a sessionable hoppy pale called Pintle. I believe it's Cascade and I don't want to say Citra because Tom, you'll turn your nose up. But I don't know if it's Cascade and Citra. It's definitely Cascade hopped beer. Very, very good session.
I'll find out.
It's called Pintle. Pintle from Burnt Mill. Then on the traditional stuff, we have got Liberator.
It is Citra and Cascade. Yeah.
It is Citra and Cascade. We've got Liberator. We're going to have Liberator on. It's like a kind of British pale, bit more of a malt forward pale, and then we're also going to have on cask grain oak, which we don't have a bottle of, but. So it's 4 different breweries, all very small or kind of small, and really good quality, and beers that I would buy in a heartbeat if I saw them being served.
All right, enough talking. How much are you charging?
Right, money, money. Okay, get in the comments, guys. We're going to go through the 4 beers, and you tell me what you would expect to pay.
Okay. We're doing this. Do you want me to say my piece, or are you just waiting for comments?
No, I'll tell you. You give me your piece when I say the beers, and let me know, and then people can get involved in the comments.
Go on, then. Go on.
So, grain Ampersand. Ampersand Feld, 4% Helles lager, very, very popular. What would you be happy to pay for that?
Per pint at a wedding venue?
Yes.
£6.
£6, okay.
£6 would be. I'd be very happy. If it was less than that, I'd be really happy. If it was £6.50, I'd still be okay. If it was £7, I'd be really annoyed.
Okay, I'll wait for a couple of comments to come in. So bearing in mind, all these breweries are from all these beers are from high quality local breweries.
Oh, he's digging himself in now.
So if anyone wants to say, I'll give it a cut. I'll give it another 30 seconds. But yeah, okay, £6. Yeah.
I think that one's particularly difficult because it's just a 4% lager. That's
yes, yeah, absolutely
worth noting.
I think I was at a wedding venue. I'm not going to name them because I'm going to sort of slag them off a little bit. I was at a wedding venue and I was paying £6.50 a pint for Peroni.
Yeah, okay.
And that was like, ouch. That was like, because it's Peroni and it's rubbish. Okay, so
yeah, I still think that works. I think if you said it was £6.50 a pint and I got there and it was ampersand, I wouldn't be furious. That's still there. I think £7 starts to get to the point where you go,
Yeah, me too. It starts to leave a bit of a rubbish taste in the mouth, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Spenno says, I'd agree, £6. Parramatta, roughly £5.42. Joey says 72 Norwegian krona, which is probably about £600 because the Norwegian krona is insane. We are at the moment, before any price rises, we are charging £4.95 a pint for that.
What? Still, I'll buy all of it.
Yep. So And
Steal, mate.
And I have to say, I've got the balance sheet in front of me. We make enough money off of it, don't we?
Yeah, we're happy with it.
Like super fair. We are not overcharging. That's not the point. Burnt Mill Pintle. So that's more of a hop forward pale ale. ABV from memory, it's mid-4s.
Pale ales are always tricky because whilst the people that understand beer understand it's more expensive to make in terms of raw ingredients, the average punter doesn't see much difference other than ABV.
Yeah, that's true. It's true. But we're not kind of pitching ourselves at the average punter.
No, I get that.
We're kind of beer nerds, really.
650, I think, would be the 650 would be the average point. If it was less than £6, I'd be really happy. If it again, as soon as it breaches 7, though, I'm displeased. I don't know what that is. There seems to be a mental limit around £7 a pint for something that's not 10% in European.
Yeah, no, that's fair. That's Mash Monkey's the closest. That's going to be £5.50 a pint. The Burnt Mill Pintle
again, very reasonable, very good.
Yeah, and yet again, we're making enough. We're the whole point is from this conversation, we're not going to be greedy. Yeah, we don't want to be greedy, do we?
Very well done.
Not the point.
High quality local gin and tonics, and it's Fever Tree tonic, so probably one of the best tonics you can get that's widely available. They're going to be £6. A medium glass of 175 of Adnams wine. That's very good wine. The Adnams wine collection is very, very good and very well known around here. That's £6.
Is it? This is where I get a little bit snobby. Is it really? Because English wine in general's shit. All right, let's be honest.
No, mate, we've got some of the best British vineyards around here, but the problem is we'd have to charge about £13 for a medium glass of wine. So.
Yeah, but having the best British vineyards, like having the best Scottish hop fields, like it doesn't really.
The Bollinger Champagne House has been leasing the Chapel Down. So Curious Brew.
Yeah,
they were owned by Chapel Down Vineyard, but the Bollinger Champagne House was leasing the Chapel Down vines.
Okay.
Proof
is in the take. I've not had a good UK wine yet, but I'm happy to be swayed on that.
But I have to say, actually, these are through Adnams, but they aren't. Sorry, I should have said they aren't British.
Oh, they aren't British. Oh, okay.
No, sorry. So we tried to do the whole local thing with the wine, but it was just going to be too much money for the consumer, wasn't it? It was going to be ridiculous.
Where are they from then? What you
got? So the Pinot Noir.
Where are they?
I sent them back to Adnams.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I did send them back, but Prosecco, pink and normal is probably from Italy, likely from Italy. Normally is Prosecco, isn't it? And I think it's a mix of Argentinian, French, Italian wines.
Okay, that's good. So, good mix there.
Yes. Let's get some comments. I can't remember where I was. Gins. Mersey says Pintle is Burnt Mill's flagship beer, so you'll always be able to get a keg smart decision. Yeah. So all of the beers that we've got on are from the core range from their respective breweries. Ampersand is like 10-minute drive from us. Grain is like 5 minutes, even if that. Tyndall Ales are like 20 minutes, and then Burnt Mill are a little bit more, probably about 30. Paramat says my local sells Heineken and Moretti for more than that. That's the vibe, though. We don't want to be those guys. Mersey Beer says £6 a pint for Ampersand in the south is about right. £4.95 is ridiculous. You could even go up to £5.50. Yeah, but we want to be competitive. We want to be. There's a few.
Yeah, but I get where he's coming from, and the business profit savvy side goes, oh yeah, you could easily up it and then still be considered cheap. But on the flip side, if everyone's rates go up because of some reason, which is very likely to happen because it's been happening for the last 3 years constantly, you can put your prices up a significant percentage and still be way cheaper.
Yeah.
So,
that's exactly it.
There's just more room to move.
Yeah, it does give us more room to move. And as well, remember, we're a mobile bar, so it's not like we're going to have regulars that know our pricing. So if we have to put it up 30, 40p at the next event, let's say, we can, and it'll be fine. We notify the people that are organising. Joey says, would you be mad if someone paid full price for your entire stock of beer but just dumped it on the ground outside the trailer? They can do whatever they want, mate. As long as the money's gone in our bank account, we don't really care. Spenno says, see, now you've set a bar being quite well priced. Yeah, but we will be. And even if the prices go up, we won't be going mad.
Yeah.
Pete says £6 for a decent pint. It is. That's exactly what it is. That's what it is now. We did have it set at £5 a pint, but it was that mental thing of like making it $4.95. It was only 5p end, but the mental thing for the consumer is probably quite big. Seeing 4 rather than 5.
Yeah, absolutely.
Mergy says, have you thought about upping your prices for the core range so you can take more of a hit on the prices for any higher ABVs, Impy Stout sales going forward? We are going to have a canned range as well. So we are going to have, that'll be the core range. So it's basically the idea behind the core range from our perspective is a lager, easy drinking, a British pale and a British bitter, because generally at weddings or events, you're going to have quite a lot of slightly older people that are going to want more traditional stuff, and then a slightly hoppier option. But anything like imperial stouts, any stout actually at the moment, because we are thinking about buying a second Linda machine when we get some money in, because they are £1,000 and they're not cheap. So we're going to supplement the range with cans. That's basically it.
I'd argue against that notion of tweaking your core prices to supplement niche stuff. If anyone's asking for an Impy Stout or a sour, they already know what the going rate is for that beer.
Yeah,
like you're not turning over anyone who normally pays £4 or less in Wetherspoons for that beer.
Yeah,
so I won't worry about that.
Spenno says, simply because most weddings I've seen sell bottled Peroni at $4.50 to $5.50. Yeah, that seems to be the vibe, and we don't want that. And like I say, we make a decent enough bit of money out of it. So, we're not. You're not greedy, are you? And I wouldn't consider myself greedy. So it's all about people. Yeah, I don't want to leave a sour taste in people's mouths unless the beer's off. Tom and Stu said, right, lads, I've got to stick dinner on for the family. Catch up with you later. Congratulations. Cheers, guys. Thank you very much. Hope you guys are well and the families are good. Spenno says, what's the higher charge and would you come to Leicester? I'll recommend. Mate, honestly, we need to get a new tow hitch for this thing. It was bad enough going 10 minutes down the road the other day. Honestly, the tow bar's like that and the tow hitch is like that, and all it does is rattle, and it's not got a suspension thing.
She's an old girl.
She is an old girl. We need to make some improvements. We do need to make some improvements along the way, but it's all money, isn't it? It's all money. Higher charge to Leicester for us to set up and serve, £6,500. Stuart,
well, it's all right. Me and Spenno will split it and get you to come halfway between the two. It's fine.
You're even further away up there.
Not much further. It's fine.
I'll have sciatica by the time I get up there with all that smashing in the back from the Horsebox. Taking my time. Stuart Guest, great beer prices. What's the charge for a private event to turn up and serve? We are operating, so we live in South Norfolk. We are operating a 50-mile radius. Obviously, if it's a bit further, we can always talk about it. 50-mile radius, we are charging £250. That's like a deposit before the event, and then on the day when we turn up and set up, that will be basically some money for travel, setting up. That will give you 2 members of staff with a fully stocked bar ready to go. Which and a lot of other places doing £400. So we're just trying to make it better. Joey says, "What is the fire extinguisher situation?" We've got cans of beer, mate. just chuck it on. We do need a fire extinguisher.
Get some Don Zoco in. It's just foam, mate. It'll be fine.
It's true. If it was the Don Zoco Hellers that you had, I had that down in Bath, and that was like. Yeah, she was a lovely girl. Joey says, get a Jägermeister machine. Those things are gold in the States bars. We are going to stock Jägermeister. We're going to stock. So the local thing does really, really well to a point. And then there are going to be people that want to come along and have a Jack Daniels or a Smirnoff or a Jaeger or something like that. So we have got that. But where possible, alongside those kind of bigger companies, we've got like a Norfolk or Suffolk alternative. So like the dark rum, for instance, is from Norfolk Rum, the Norfolk Rum Company. Oh, sorry, the vodka's from Broad's. Where's the vodka from? What a Hoot, isn't it?
What? Yeah.
Vodka's from what?
Gin as well, wasn't it?
I can't remember. So vodka's from, we've got a vodka from a local producer, and then we are going to do a Smirnoff because people just want Smirnoff sometimes.
If you want whiskey recommendations, you know where to come, right? It's just there.
Yeah. I think we got the English Whiskey Company over here, haven't we?
Yeah.
That's kind of just into Suffolk, I think. Very well thought of people. So we're going to do their normal. Then they've got an 11-year single malt that we're going to do because
they're decent sippers. They don't mix very well though. Just be aware.
Okay, that's good to know. You drink whiskey more than me, so that's your department. If you're up for it,
yeah,
you do drink whiskey, don't you? I don't. It gives me the shits. And then
always happy to advise.
No, thank you, mate. Well, I'll tell you what. Give us a couple of bottles, Tommy. We'll see how it goes, mate. Corvo, that looks mid. Thank you, Corvo. I'll start banging the camera around in a minute so you can get a bit of a better idea about what's going on in here. Pete says, really impressed with the prices. How much is it to get you guys set up to an event? Yeah, 250 quid, mate. And then the minimum bar spend was £1,500. So
how many pints is that based on?
That works out to be about 340 drinks split between gin and tonic, vodka and tonic.
100 people, 3 to 4 drinks. Yeah, it's not too bad. That's not too bad.
No, I don't think it's too bad. Have you done a little tour yet? No, I will do that in a minute. It's going to be a very little tour because literally this is it. People go, you got a Horsebox bar? I'm like, well, it's more of a pony box, really. Very, very small. Spenno says, sounds a deal, Tom. Mersey says, have any venues mentioned charging you for using the electricity? No. No, in a word. I do have a small one of the quiet Honda generators. I do have one of those if we need to provide electric. But all we need is a 13 amp plug-in point. The Lindas are 200-300 watts each, which is nothing. The fridge will be probably no more than 1,000 watts, and the lights will be bugger all because they're an LED. Parramatta, will you sell the King's Ginger? What does that mean? I don't know.
King's. Hold on, isn't that? I feel like that's a beer local to you, and hold on.
Not heard of it.
No. We do have Good King Henry near us, but that's an Imperial Stout.
Really.
Pardon? Oh, I don't know what it is really. Cheers, mate. Mersey Beer says, "Are you looking at going to food festivals?"
The liqueur from Norwich, the King's Ginger liqueur.
Oh,
there you go. £27 a bottle. I think you could do that one.
Yeah, I reckon so. I reckon we could probably do that. Mersey Beers, are you looking to go to food festivals to highlight your availability for events? We are. Yeah. Well, we've got
we've done one wedding fair. We've got another one booked. We're up for anything like that, really, to get us out there.
Yeah.
Early doors and all the rest of it. The more we can get a name out, the better.
Yeah, exactly that. I think food festivals are a really good place because you're around foodies that are people that genuinely care about what they consume. So that's our target market, really. Joey says, if laws change, I will reach out about a what collaboration. I know exactly what you're on about.
Yeah. I had a blank then as well. I was like, I know exactly what he's talking about.
I was going down the beer route. I was like, no. Oh, hold on one sec. Mersey says, what's your snack game like? Crisp nuts or pork scratchings? We haven't thought much about the snacks. I know that Tom will know what I'm going to say here. Costco do peanut butter pretzel parcels, and they're mental. And we talked about doing like those wasabi peas, and those kind of like nice, kind of like artisan-y bits. Just
what
people.
I think you might be missing a trick here by not focusing in on that because the food at some weddings is not great. There will be some people
snacks.
Yeah, there'll be some people absolutely raving for it, and also I don't know if you noticed. I don't know if you noticed when you went to when you came to Blue Monkey with me, Mark, but they do a range of pork scratchings with their own beer jelly dip. Now, that's not just them. It's a independent company that makes that product, and they just send beer. and as far as I'm aware, it's not that expensive. So it might be something to look into.
Get some Barrel and Bridle snacks. Is that what you're saying?
Barrel and Bridle, Barrel and Bridle best bitter snacks or IPA with IPA jelly or whatever you want to go for.
That would be good.
I think it needs doing.
It's got to be done, isn't it? Because obviously, as much as we are going to be at weddings and events, it's not exclusively weddings. So yeah, we do need to think about that. We have thought about it a little bit just in terms of what you can get, the good stuff you can get, like those peanut butter pretzel parcels and things. But no, we probably need to have a little bit more of a think about that. But yeah, can the Horsebox float, mate? Tell you what, it'll
soon find out if his rain carries on.
Yeah, it'll need to. I'll tell you. Yeah, it's bad. She's an old girl. She is an old girl. She's 1960s, 70s, didn't they reckon?
60s, late 60s. I think.
Late 60s, they reckon. And probably got the same toe hitch that was fitted originally.
Jimmy's a slight guess, but yeah.
Honestly, I'm not joking.
At one point, it was towed by an Austin Allegra.
And it's got like it's got a handbrake thing that can like flick up. We found out it flicks up on its own. So we drive along the other day. Don was following me. Don was like, "You got smoke coming from the rear tires." I was like, "What?" We stopped. It's got these old hubcap things, right, with this centre locking nut cover. And literally, as we stopped, didn't we? Then the locking nut cover thing went boom on the floor.
Fell off.
It was like comedy. It was like a comedy show.
That's grease. It
was so funny. Yeah, with a big old dollop of grease on the end. Spenno, guys, really quite sad to leave you. Loving this launch. Everything sounds awesome and top quality. Wishing you guys all the best. I need to go to pick up beer for tomorrow's party. Spenno, thank you, mate. Thanks for coming in. Lovely bloke is Spenno. And he's got a YouTube channel called The Spencer Arms. Go and have a look at him. Jimmy, got to run. Everyone's leaving us. Got to run. Head to the supermarket. No worries, Jim. Take care, mate.
Thank you.
Joey says blackberry jam is better than tasting toe jam.
He's not wrong.
Depends on what your kinks are, I suppose. Joey says only Cheetos. Well, you're American, of course you're going to say that. And you have about 90 different flavours. And we get like 2 flavours.
One.
No, like they do the jalapeno.
A hot one.
Yeah, if you go in them like the Eastern European supermarkets, you can get like the jalapeno ones. Mash Monkey says salami chips or those little ploughmans in the packets.
Ooh,
not bad shout.
That is a good shout. Something salty is what you want.
You know. Also, you got to get a bordered scampi fries. You know they will sell. Like,
okay, absolutely.
Oh God, yeah.
I had one of them up in my pub back home.
Yeah, you did, didn't you?
Yeah. And what was the other thing I had? Was it scampi fries and bacon fries?
Bacon fries, yeah. Lovely, proper beer snacks. Those Mersey, how stable are those bottles on the shelves, mate? I don't. The shelf isn't even stable. We've got to put a bracket on it.
It's not quite there yet. Nearly.
Yeah, it was quite good because the wedding fair last week, it like just showed us all these little bits we need to improve. But yeah, that being one of them. Sharky says, "Is this Mark's new beer shed? You are running a business out of it?" Yeah, this is going to be run. We're going to run a business out of it. We might do the odd live from here, but to be honest, doing all the setup and everything's a bit of a nightmare. And it's a Horsebox. It's going to be blooming cold. Stuart says, "Still waiting for the tour." I know, Stuart. Give me a minute, mate. Give me a minute. It will come. It will come. Pete, class lads, thanks for the info. I recommend. See you soon.
Cheers, Pete.
Take care, Pete. What a bloke.
Can I have a cup of tea?
Yeah, Pete was wading knee deep through water in his village today in Norfolk. It was bad. I think he even said there was a Ford Fiesta floating on top of the water. He did say that, didn't he? The car was floating.
I know it was a Ford Fiesta, but it was definitely a car floating.
Mark, be careful. Tom will start selling beer and spirits out of his camper van.
I wouldn't. They get drank before they got sold, mate. Don't worry.
Pete, the business is losing money. Sorry, Tom, the business is losing money. Joey says bags of British breakfast beans for bald, beautiful brew fans. Thank you, Joey.
You know what? I don't know if there's any. You know, there's like a whole YouTube social media thing about people from different countries trying other countries' food.
Yeah.
Has anyone sent the Americans a tin of all-day breakfast?
Oh.
Out like Home Bargains or somewhere.
Yeah. Because they wouldn't know. They just wouldn't know. I feel like that needs to happen.
95% salt. That sort of stuff. Rank. Where are we going next for beer?
The tin itself has been cured.
Should have failed.
Yeah, I suppose could do. I think we're going to have a struggle.
We do have. It's not this one because this is actually water because it's only a display bottle. But we do have a Tyndall Ale Champagne Supernova, which is a champagne finished super pale ale. which I'm really excited about.
We need to crack that open at some point.
Is that the one that's hopped with Sriracha Ace?
Yes. I believe so.
Coconut and dill.
Your video's cutting in and out a little bit, Marky boy.
Sorry, I'm not, the problem is here. I'm on the other side of the house where the router is.
Yeah.
So it's a bit rubbish. Joey says, I like the idea of dollar store snack swap. Thank you, mate. Yeah. Well, to be fair, we could do a B&M dollar store snack swap, couldn't we? Could happen. Cheers, Sharky. We can send you a can of Spam.
We've got that already,
UK?
mate. No, it was American originally, but it's been a staple in UK shops for.
It always makes me think of Monty Python.
We know what that is, Sharky. No surprise there.
Mersey, I know exactly what Tom is talking about. Love it when Yanks realise how good Greg's are. The Americans just don't have anything like a Greg's. The closest they get is probably like Baskin Robbins or like Dunkin' Donuts, and all they sell is like there's not a whole lot of savoury options with those places.
It's when you get the videos like I finally tried a sausage roll and it's a Greg's sausage roll. Like, this is incredible. It's like you have no idea. You have no idea.
No. Just wait till you go to the butcher's and like short crust sausage roll, and the sausage is like that big with like the tiniest bit of short crust, still warm in the middle. Stuart Guest, are you going to do any merch? I hadn't thought about it, mate.
I'll be honest. I really want one of those aprons.
Do you like them?
Yeah, they're so good.
They've gone down really well. Actually.
They've gone down really well. We rocked up the other day. Obviously, that's our first rodeo, that wedding fair, and everyone was commenting on them. And it was like, oh, that was. To be honest with you, if anyone knows Radim Zavanovich from Budvar, their global brand ambassador now, I kind of took the idea off of him. And we wanted leather ones originally, pressed, but they were going to be number one. They were like extortionate, and two, some people, with veganism and vegetarian, with the veggie and vegan thing going mad, it wasn't probably the right look.
Going mad might have been a poor choice of phrase, but let's continue.
Well, I say going mad, but you know what I mean. Joey said we gave them 400 million cans of Spam as a thank you after World War II. God.
Yeah,
that's
thanks.
a thank you, is it? Give us some whiskey or something, bloody Spam. Sharky says hello to Joey. Sharky says sausage rolls were like 89p, so cheap. Yeah. I don't think they're much more than that. I think they're is that what they were in Greg's?
I don't know.
Yeah, they're definitely not a quid yet. So yeah, probably.
Yeah, very, very good. CJ says if I wasn't as poor as Oliver Twist, I'd like one of those aprons. These embroidered, how much were they? 20 quid?
22 quid, something like that.
20 quid? 22 quid? Not a whole lot of money.
Wow.
Yeah, embroidered as well. I'll show you.
Very fancy.
Yeah. So like it's got like a leather or faux leather sort of like fake leather strap. They're like waxed dark denim. Ooh. And then the embroidery. All properly embroidered.
23 quid. I'm going to buy one to rock around the house in. That sounds fantastic.
Joey says we have to get you guys proper biscuits and gravy. Right, your biscuits are rank. They taste like a stale scone. Disgusting. Honestly, my cousins are like, "Do you want to go for a breakfast biscuit?" I'm like, "No," and it's not even really a biscuit. It's just a soggy scone.
Why is your gravy magnolia?
Yeah, weird. Just stop it.
Stop it.
Stop it. Stop it. Parramatta says a bourbon and OXO. Yum. You sick.
Bourbon and OXO cube. Interesting.
Yeah.
Actually, that is what spam. That's kind of what spam tastes like.
Spam. Well, I mean, how would you even describe the flavour of spam? Salty.
It's just rank, isn't it? Really.
Well, I don't even know.
It's curious. I think is the best description.
It's probably one step from dog food.
Yeah. No. My dogs eat better than that.
There you go. Joey says, will you serve beer only in the apron for an extra 50 quid?
Might well.
Mate, I'll do anything for a couple. I fear that I might have to pay them to serve naked because, like I say, not as soon as I used to be. Joey says, I will get you guys the proper recipe. No. We don't want your recipes, Joey, if it's got to do biscuits. Must be like 95% bicarbonate of soda. Disgusting things. John said, hi, gents. Those aprons just make me want to take my clothes off. Hello, John.
Yeah, we're pretending that he was clothed before he started. Let's be honest.
Yeah, he's done naked hot tub streams before. We know what he's up to. Parramatta says biscuits and gravy. Disgusting. Despair. Yeah, tell me about it. Joey says, anyone else naked in solidarity? Spam is like sawdust fried up. Yeah.
Salty soda.
John says spam tastes like the Second World War.
Probably
Stuart says, no. Spam is a Holiday Inn express breakfast sandwich.
I think that's harsh on spam.
A Premier Inn breakfast, however, top tier. Especially when you're hungover at a beer festival. Spam tastes like communist Russia. Russia. Everyone on the stream has been naked this week. Well, it's true.
We have all showered, I would hope.
Right, shall I take the camera off and just whiz you around? So it's going to be might be a bit Blair Witch this, but we'll stick with us. So when I say it's small, it's this small.
So you say that, all that happened there was because the camera angle was your forehead got massive. So
it's this small. So this is what I'm looking at. This is pot of paint. It's always the pot of paint. It's just the perfect height. The walls are, I don't know how well this is going to show. The walls are like all the can wraps.
Yeah.
The lighting's not great, is it?
So, yeah, these are all cans. All these are wraps from cans that I bought in COVID because I literally went through COVID getting drunk. So, and I thought I'd keep these. I didn't know quite why I would bother keeping them or what use they would be to me until we done this. And there's the Lord's Brewing Sunset Cocoa just right there. One for John.
Excellent beer. Top tier, that one.
Excellent beer. And you'll see it's probably, that's the hatch. So that's like the serving hatch. We take that out and then we lower this ramp. You can see like the grass. It's got like AstroTurf grass. So as soon as people walk up, they will see the Sunset Cocoa. There we go. More can wraps. Obviously, these are the beers. Grain Lignum, just fantastic local beers. A grade have now gone into cans. So they do like this beer's steam. It's a steam ale, I think, technically. And that's pretty much it. We've got the wooden barrel down there. A pin, 36 pint pin from Tyndall's. The Liberator Pale Ale. It is literally a B. Is it 24 Liberator dropping hot bombs? Joey will love that. But yeah, that's pretty much it. It's very, very simple. We haven't bought the Linda machine yet, but we will be operating a Linda machine. We haven't bought the Linda machine yet. But yeah, it's very simple. And obviously all underneath, we've got the scaffold boards on top that you can see. Underneath that is the electrics, if you saw the old photos or old videos. And we'll probably have two fridges, one at the front, one at the back, because there's going to be one person doing all the POS, taking the money and doing the wines, and then someone else down the back doing the beers. That's pretty much it. It's pretty simple. It's a shame I can't show you outside.
It is still absolutely belting it down.
It is belting it down up there. Have we got one of them leaflets? Have we got any leaflets?
There's one there, but it's very... that's just one there.
And then
there we go.
So you can see the logo a bit better. So you might be able to see the green. I don't really think it's coming across, but there is a green outline to that writing. But yeah, Tommy designed that for us. There we go.
I'm not taking all the credit. Mostly you designed it, and I just pixel monkeyed it, but
yeah. But then it's like Tom, they're about to do this. They're about to print the logos, and I need something else. And you were like, give me 2 minutes, and straight away I'd have it. So yeah. Joey said, sweet phone booth you guys got there, mate. It's tiny, honestly, isn't it? Standing room.
Yeah, we've got probably
5 foot, 6 foot.
1.8 here by about just over a meter here.
1.8 by just over a meter. She is she's a little girl. John says it looks really cool, dude. Thank you. And John also said twat. Okay. Cheers, John. Joey said I'm teasing, but that's seriously sweet. Thank you, mate. Joey said not many people can pull this off. That's what I say to my wife. She gets the tweezers out. Mersey Beers says, who taps the cask pin? Mate, she's empty. It's all for show. Yeah, the brewer just gave us a tap and a spile for the wedding venue. For the wedding fair, sorry. But yeah, this is it. This is literally it. It's quite humble, very small, but it's everything it needs to be.
It looks you're being reserved, mate. It looks bob on. There's nothing missing. It looks legit. You're all good.
Thank you. And it's probably worth saying, if you want to see more of it and you want to see the outside of it and you want to see, go over. So I'll talk about the name in a bit, but go over to @Barrel and Bridle on Instagram, and if you just search Barrel and Bridle on Facebook, it will pop up. So Barrel and Bridle, all one word. It's not an ampersand. It's the word and. Go have a little look over there. You'll see a few more photos. You'll see what it looks like, kind of set up, and you'll see what it looks like from like the view into here. Yeah, we're proud of it, aren't we?
I have a question about your Instagram.
Yes.
When you were at the wedding fair last week,
yes,
and you took photos, I just want to know who had the camera from 1995 to take that photo with.
Mark.
Oh because... no! Is it the opening? Right, that's one with me and you.
Oh, that wasn't us.
That was a screenshot from a promotional video.
Okay, that makes sense now.
So that's why it's a bit grainy. I don't know why I put that as the cover photo.
I don't understand how the photo is that bad.
No, it's terrible. That's literally like, we're on the screen for a second. It was like literally going through the video and going screenshot and then making a photo out of it. Because it's the only one that we got of both of us standing like that outside of it.
Okay, that explains it. Thank you.
Yeah. John says, can you serve from the side at the same time?
Afraid not.
Not yet. The construction of the Horsebox kind of means we can't side serve, but we are going to put like a little fold down table on some chains and then some bar stools along the side, but that's sort of down the line. But no, we can't side serve just by the shape of the Horsebox. It's not because it's not very tall. The roof kind of you can see it arches down, and you really want to be cutting your side in there, but that's a bit of sheet metal with fiberglass on top. So, yeah. John says, it does look well. I'd buy a beer from you. Thank you, mate. I appreciate that. Your internet is lagging out. Yeah, on the other side. Am I lagging out badly, Tom? Or is it just a bit?
It was worse earlier. You're not too bad at the minute.
Okie dokes. John says, looks like a pixel bar. What's that? What does that mean?
I don't know. I assume...
Oh, yeah, like that, yeah. Well, we can't all have high-speed internet like you, John, with Virgin Mobile, whatever you're from, wherever you've got it from. But no, if you go to our Instagram, that's like all of us. You'll see a lot more sort of the logos. We've got another version of the logo. That's a bit more friendly because obviously we wanted the circular one because it looks good on the back.
You lagged out just at the right point, then that it looked like you never turned around.
Yeah, fair. Well, this is our normal logo, but we do have like just a worded logo that's kind of because we were playing. You'll see it in the video. I've got to do a video, but you'll see that we're working with rectangles and quite thin, wide rectangles, so the circular logo wouldn't have worked. So there's a couple of bits, but the name Barrel and Bridle. Let's get onto that. So obviously that come through someone on Facebook. No, YouTube.
On here, yeah.
On here. It was one of you guys' suggestions. We had loads, didn't we? There was about 40 or 50 that we had written down on a bit of paper. And
I could be wrong. I think it was Lydia, as in John's other half, that recommended that.
Could have been Lydia. Could have been. It could have been. To be honest, and not to slate Lydia now, it wasn't our first choice. There were a lot of others. There were a lot of others that we liked, but there were already Horsebox bars doing similar.
Yeah.
So we chose the Barrel and Bridle because the website, it's not up and running yet, Tommy. I spoke to you about that today, didn't I? But it's not up and running yet. But by doing the Barrel and Bridle, we got barrelandbridle.co.uk and we got at Barrel and Bridle on Instagram. So things like the Crafty Mare, the Nag's Head, and some other suggestions, we'd have had to call it like the Nag's Head South Norfolk. And it just wouldn't have worked. But and Tom, we talked about this, didn't we, when we were choosing the web domain name? There's not another Barrel and Bridle, that's it, at the moment.
No, there were a couple of others you were really keen on, and you kept messaging me going, can I get this? And I was like, not really. And you're like, I really like it. I was like, I know you really like it, but long term, it's not worth the headache.
Yeah, that was it. What was our first choice? What was the one we really
was the one that really...
The Crafty Mare, you liked it.
The girls like that.
The girls liked it. Our wives, our partners. What was the other one we thought of? There was loads. It was like Hooves and Hops or Hops and Hooves and all these other sort of beer / horse related things. But yeah, the Barrel and Bridle means we got a good web domain, and we got the proper Instagram handle. John says, so is the person at the back prepping drinks and the person at the front serving and taking the cash? Generally, yes. Obviously, beer dispensing out of the Linda isn't slow, but it's not fast. So the person at the front will be doing like probably wines and gin tonics and taking the money. But to be fair, we haven't actually done a service out of this yet. So everything's up to change. Yeah, you'll find out. It's going to be a lot of beer. It'll be a lot of suck it and see, really. Pretty much. Mersey says, have Mark and Dom discussed how they will deal with the eventual moon bounce whilst working very close proximity? What is that?
I presume he means a fart.
All I can say is Dom's in more trouble than I am. I can tell you that.
Yeah, I can totally agree with that as well.
Funny enough, I just messaged my other half to say a dog has done a horrific fart in this room. They've all just been here in the last 5 minutes. 2 out of 3 have left, and the stench that one of them has left is horrific. So I'm feeling sorry for both of you at this point.
Yeah, it's going to be. I mean, we do have that little window. It's got a little kind of like flappy windowy.
Yeah, not enough.
Open a bit.
Trust me.
But yeah, Dom's going to probably get some.
Just to clarify, that little window at the back is your fart flaps, yeah?
Yeah, the fart flap.
It's not enough.
Dom will be smashing the window with a hammer.
It's not enough.
Joey says, could 4 heavyset Yorkshiremen flip the bar over? Probably.
Yeah.
Probably. John says, was it Lydia? It could well have been. I can't remember. We need to go back and have a look through.
I don't know where that came from, but I feel like I can't have made it up. But maybe it did.
I've just seen Mersey Busy's comment. John says she does stuff like that. I had no idea. There you go. See. Mash Monkey says, got to shoot off, guys, and brave the roads. Yeah, take care, mate. The roads are around here. Minging. Enjoy the rest of the live stream,
mate.
Mate, drop us a message on Instagram, and we'll look at seeing what you got and if it fits into the range. Joey says, do you serve all nationalities, even the French? Yeah, we made some exceptions for the French. No, I love the French. I go on holiday there every year. John says, two Twinkies in the trailer was party. Cheers, John. Mersey says, no, it's when you both accidentally touch butt to butt while going past each other.
Oh, I got that wrong then.
Oh, well, we do worse, don't we? Yeah, God knows. I think we're both blessed. We're both sort of got some Kardashian things going on in the butt department, haven't we?
If you say so.
I know so. As in, like, we haven't got small bums. Joey says, oh, that's a good question. What's the airflow situation like? Would you be able to serve in London when it's 35 Celsius out?
Yeah, we've got a huge flat at the back.
We've got a huge flat. Obviously, the whole back section of the Horsebox falls off. We didn't paint it black for pretty much that reason. Black probably would have looked the smartest, but we didn't want to do a black Horsebox for that reason, because it's a metal shell. So yeah, and
it might look smarter, but it would have been dirty by the time you got to the venue.
True.
Yeah, exactly. And I mean, what colour is it now? Very light grey, isn't it? It's kind of close to that, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because this shirt's, I don't know if it comes across the camera, this shirt's slightly darker than that one, even though they were the same colour code on the Stanley Workwear website. Cheers, guys. But yeah, that's pretty much it. How we serving the beer, we've covered that. The name, what we're doing. Yeah, pretty much it, I think. We obviously got to speak to Tommy about a website. Because at the moment we're running pretty much just off Insta and Facebook. But yeah, we've got some bookings in the diary.
Nice.
See what happens.
Only up from here, mate. Only up.
Well, yeah, exactly. To be fair, we've got we the Horsebox we got the Horsebox for a really good price, didn't we?
Yeah.
So the worst thing, if it doesn't take off, the worst thing we do is probably sell the Horsebox and split a few £100 profit, I reckon.
Yeah.
So it's pretty low risk.
It won't come to that.
I don't think it will. No, we're getting, like I say, we're getting a load of interest already. Just even put it on the community Facebook pages this morning was getting a load of interaction. So, how do you detect fake IDs? It's not really a problem over here, fake IDs, mate. It's more of an American thing. Yeah, it's more of an American thing. Fake IDs, because each state has a different way of doing ID. So it's probably quite easy
You just have to adhere to Challenge 25, and that's it.
Yeah, challenge exactly that. Challenge 25. I've already thought about like writing on the bar like the date threshold, but the date of birth threshold, so you can just have a look at it at a glance on like the back of the bar that nobody sees. And yeah, it'll just be pretty much that. Stuart Guest says,
don't tell the customers the date threshold. That'd be dangerous.
No, obviously, if we tell them, if we check the IDs, it'll be no ID, no service. Of course, because we're both one or both of us will be personal alcohol license holders, and you do have to play by the rules, otherwise it can end up in prison. So there we go.
Mm-hmm.
Stuart Guest says, "Wish you the best luck, lads. A lot of work has gone in keeping it real. Thank you, mate. Yeah, we're really happy with it. Thank you." Ilkovic says, "Yeah, we just serve them." There you go. I did get, when I was out in America when was it? 2008. I was at a house party that got busted by the police. It was literally like something out of an American film. Exactly how it is in the film is exactly how it went down. Ilkorva says, in seriousness, with the legal age being 18, it's not as much of a problem as the kids don't have to wait too long now. It's a bit weird in America. Your kids can drive at 16, but then they've got to wait another 5 years to drink. Whereas we're 17 and 18. Drive at 17.
Yeah, 17 for driving, yeah.
Drink at 18. What?
Is it going up?
Well, they're going to put it up. Driving.
I might be wrong.
No, I don't think it was the age up. I think there was a minimum. I think they were increasing the minimum amount of lessons, lesson hours you had to have. I think that was it.
Yeah, that's fair. John says, I think it's going to be a great success, mate. I hope it is. I really, and thank you for your optimism. Yeah, I hope it is. Because I'm a self-employed electrician, Dom's a self-employed mortgage advisor, and it'll just be nice for us to have a nice another string on our bow. Joey said kids can drive at 15 and a half now with a learner's permit. Mental.
Wow.
I wouldn't trust him yet.
That seems insane.
That's mental, isn't it?
Yeah.
That is mental. Mersey says you can legally drink at 17 with a meal. Yes, you can. Mm-hmm. You can indeed. Normally a good old roast dinner down a pub normally. Joey says, me driving at 16 was not a good idea. I got in so many accidents in 93 and 94.
Oh, he's I don't want to call him old, but that is some time ago.
Yeah, I was in 1993, I was 5. Tommy, you're younger than me, aren't you?
I'm a year younger than you, so I was 4. Yeah.
There we go.
Passed my test in 93.
Passed his test in 93. You old. What are we doing?
Well, while we're having a brief break from Horsebox talk, and we'll come straight back onto it. I want your opinion on the 4 beers I bought back from Totally Tapped earlier today because they were also a little bottle shop. Hold on, I need to go and grab them. They are just on the other side of the room.
I said to Tom, "Do you want to stand here?" He's like, "No."
First off, they came in got a very natty tote bag. Look at that, very nice.
Is that the Totally Tap logo, or?
Yes, it is. Well, it was the Totally Brewed logo, but the brewery went under a year ago. So now it's Totally Tap logo. So, first off, a 6.5% coffee coconut porter from North Brewing called Full
Fathom.
That is number one. Have you had one?
Yeah, that was in the supermarket about a year ago.
Was it really? Okay, interesting.
How much was it out of interest?
Not willing to discuss now. It's been in a supermarket. The rest of them definitely. So that one I took on recommendation. The rest I picked.
Okay. So this is a Yonder beer. I can see the logo.
That is Yonder Black Forest Gatto Pastry Stout.
Their pastry stout. Is it about 9.5% or whatever it is?
No, it's 5%. It's lower.
Oh, they did they did like an imperial pastry stout range. It was like insane.
Right. Next one up. Brass Castle.
Yeah. Good.
Bad Kitty. Which is a vanilla porter. And finally, I know you're probably going to beers for them. I know you're probably going to enjoy this. Capturing Mercury from Track.
Oh, what is that? What sort of beer is it?
6.5% IPA TH plus, whatever that means. Galaxy and Strata. Anyone know what TH
is that?
Plus
The type
means?
of hop? Is that pellets?
Could be.
It could be cryo, but normally they just say cryo track on the front.
Yeah, why would it be TH? Cryo?
It's going to be probably a hop code, I reckon. John will probably know.
Probably. So what do you reckon to my four purchases?
Very different purchases, apart from the two porters. The Yonder beer will be good. Really
Yonder
good.
will be very good. I feel like that's going to be that, and the Brass Castle. I feel like are going to be the two real standouts, but.
The bad kitty. That's it's probably a modern classic.
Yeah, I think so. And ashamedly, I've never actually had it.
Yeah, it's good.
I felt like I could since I saw it.
How's the Ampersand Coella going down?
Very nice. It's not as chocolatey as I thought it might be, but very sessionable. It's very nice.
I find it really savoury, like the nutty side. It's like really savoury hazelnut. It isn't that like kind of like sweet, overly sweet walnut whip style hazelnut for me.
Yeah, it's got a bit of a. It's got like a bit of a best bitterness finish to it, which I wasn't expecting. It's very nice. Yeah, I kept looking at this and nearly drinking it and going, "Oh, I'm not in the mood for something sweet."
Yeah,
thinking it would be given the branding and what the description is, but actually, yeah, it's very well rounded. It's a slightly vanilla-y, chocolatey. I mean, color wise, it's quite dark, but it feels like somewhere between a dark ESB and a porter.
It's got a bit of a rep, that beer up here for like the beer festivals, because on cask it's sensational, and I think the Norwich Winter Beer Festival just put a Facebook post out exclusively about that beer, basically saying we've got it. So, yeah,
it's very nice. I would happily buy more of it. I wouldn't get massively excited about it in can, but maybe it is different. You know what I mean? Like it's one of those. It's like if you were like, oh, I need to fill out an order, solid. Like more than happy to get a few more, but not mind blowing. But equally. I have been at a craft beer bar this afternoon and had some fairly special stuff, so maybe that's having an impact. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, but yeah, I think it's a fancy. I think it's just a good solid beer. Casket's a different animal. That Brass Castle one, I'm quite. Yeah, that should be really good. Where are we? John says, "Could you imagine 16-year-old Joey driving?" No. He had a 1991 Ford Aerostar. What the hell is that? We once fitted 17 people in it.
I'm going to look it up right now.
Lids is going, I can't believe Tom is younger than Mark. No way. Yeah, I said he looks shagged.
Thanks, John.
It's colder up north, isn't it? It's colder up north. Encourages the wrinkles. John says, Ford Aerostar, what a car. Looks like a loaf of bread.
You know what? He's not wrong. You ready? Are you ready for a picture?
Go on, hit us with it.
I can't be bothered to share it properly, but there you go. Look at that.
Oh, my Lord. Proper soccer mum car, that, Joey. Jesus, that is minging.
The irony that they put the word aero in the name of that car.
That must have winded people up, I reckon. Mersey Beer says TH Plus is theolized yeast.
Yeah.
Apparently unlocks more flavors in the beer. The Craft Beer Channel did a very in-depth video on it. That is very Craft Beer Channel to do that. I love their videos where they really get into things like that. But thank you for that, Mersey. Rasco or Disco says Camilla looks fantastic. I don't care what you called it. I'm still referring to the Horsebox as Camilla. Joey says Disco.
Very good.
Hello, John. Hello, John. Hi, how are you, dude? Hellos. Howdy, Shark. John says, where are you going on holiday, Shark? Sharky says, he has a homebrew magazine that has a bunch of articles. There you go. What do you want now? What do you want? What are you thinking next? I'm kind of done with the Ampersand Feld.
316.
Yeah, 316. We're getting through the display bottles now. And these two are actually water, so we won't be drinking those.
Maybe you should.
Yeah. 316. 3.9%, proper sessionable pale ale from grain. It's almost, to be fair, it's so close to a lager, it's insane. Yeah, so close. There you go, mate.
Thank you, mate.
Stick that down your gullet. But yeah, here we are. Been a bit knackered actually. Just trying to get this done, wasn't it? Friday and Saturday was mad, wasn't it? And then Sunday we done the festival, and then Monday and Tuesday everyone turned their heating on and realised it didn't work. So I was running around like a lunatic for 2 days, and then today everyone's electrics were flooded. Everyone was ringing me up crying that the house was tripping. So it's been a bit of a week. It has been a bit of a week. So it's nice to have a beer. What's that, Tommy? Is that the Erdinger?
It is the Erdinger. I've still got loads
I didn't
left.
get it. I think that's the first Erdinger beer I ever tried.
It's good. It's a good. It's one of those where I'm like, I keep going to my fridge now, and there's still loads of the Paulana left because I bought a lot of it, and this, and they're just so solid for just to grab a beer and go. Like they're just.
Yeah, I do like the Oktoberfest Vice from Erdinger. Their normal Vice is, but the Oktoberfest one's good.
It's a funny odd one. I don't think it's a subjectively bad beer, but it's just so tame for a Vice beer. Do you know what I mean?
I literally had it back to back. I'd done three. I was camping. I'd done 3 bottles of Franciscana because that's all Tesco's had. And then I bought the Erdinger, and it was like where I had it back to back. It was like, what is this stuff? It tastes like soda water compared to the Franciscana. It was mental.
It's a funny one. You know if they advertised it as a Weiss beer Munich lager hybrid, you probably go, "Oh, that's solid. Yeah, really nice."
Yeah, it's a lot more like Hellweiss, so it's a lot more sort of orangey and slightly sweeter than I find it quite sweet and thin and just a bit.
But this is better for sure.
Oh yeah, that was the first ever Erdinger beer I had. Like I said earlier, and it was just like blew my mind a little bit. It's probably one of the first Weiss beers I ever had as well. John has been ill all week, and I spoke to him earlier, and he sounded like Barry White. So he has a chip curry, a bottle of red, and some Rennies to polish it all off. Make yourself a Rennie Sunday, mate. Stick it all on a load of ice cream. Tom and Stu, right, lads, I'm back with a chicken curry. Lovely.
Nice.
What are you having for dinner?
No idea yet. I know when I get home.
I feel like a little takeaway might be in order tonight.
There was talk of Chinese at my house.
Oh, yeah, that'll do. Captain Meat says, mate, the Horsebox is fire. Well done, baby. Thank you, Paul. I hope you're well, mate. Thank you very much. Yeah, you missed the. I say you missed the tour. It wasn't. It was like me just waving the camera around, standing in the same spot.
It's about 3 seconds.
Yeah, it's a 3 second tour. I might have to do a YouTube short, like 3 seconds short. Matt Hall, how you doing? Hello, everybody. Hello, Matt. Thanks for coming in. You absolute legend. Very handsome, is Matt. Very handsome. Even more handsome after an absolute gutful at Brewing London when I saw him last year. John says Lager, Captain, and Matt all in the chat. It's the old crew coming back together again. Hello, mate. John says, "Oh, geez, that's a bit of news. Well, I'm leaving Lords, so it was dead certain that as soon as I relaxed, I'd get ill."
Okay, he's publicly announced it now, so he can stop pretending.
Oh yeah, we knew about this for a while. I didn't know what he'd say. Have you done a video yet, John? Or is it on your Instagram?
This is the first public announcement I've seen.
Oh, this is the first. Oh, jeez. There you go. Do you care to? Do you want to elaborate any more, John, or do you want to leave it like that? I know you want to do a video about it. Captain says, "How was everyone?" Go on. Sorry, Tom.
I was just saying he's being mysterious.
He is, isn't he? He is. Captain says, "How is everybody? How is everyone? And what we like? And what you all drinking? Your naughty your naughty boozers, you naughty boozers." Yeah, I know. It's Friday, isn't it? We start sort of like, the lips start getting a bit dry about 2 o'clock on a Friday. Mosey Beard says, "Shark, yeah, Vocation Brewing near John have just released a Phantasm beer. The New Zealand hops are now redonkulous." I have to say, if I'm choosing hops, like if you could choose a country for hops, New Zealand is like up there for me. I just love the New Zealand hops.
I love most of them. One of them gives me the same nervous twitch that Citra does, and I'm trying to remember which one it is.
No, it's not. No, is it Nelson Savan? That can be quite grapey.
It is. It is Nelson Savan. It gives me Citra, Nelson Savan, and Vic Secret all give me this weird thing that it all just tastes broadly like cat pee. I wish it didn't. It's very inconvenient.
Because Mosaic is a cousin of Citra, isn't it? Mosaic.
Yeah, but I love Mosaic's absolute fire. Love it. So is Cascade's not that far unset as well.
Yeah. Very those sort of danky hops.
And that's fantastic. I don't know what it is. There's something. It must be an alpha acid thing. But yeah, it's weird.
Quite possibly. John says, "No, not done a video yet, as I'm snotty and coughing." That's fair, mate. John goes on to say, "I'm looking to do something new. 8 years I've been at it. I'm not getting any younger and have a few things I want to do. So I'm still an owner at Lords, but I just want to get some things done." Fair play to you, mate. I know we've been talking about this a lot. You're still a shareholder, aren't you? You're just sort of stepping back from the management side, I think, from that's what I gather. But yeah, good luck to you, mate. Right, I'm going to go for a quick wee, which is going to be quite interesting now because this door is like, well, it's the...
Is there not? Have you not fitted the Horsebox out with a relieving facility?
To be fair, I could just do what a horse probably would have once done in here and just piss on the floor.
Yeah, let's not do that.
Yeah, I won't be doing that. Right, give me 2 minutes, Dom. Do you want to hold the fort for 2 minutes?
Yeah.
So literally, this is what it's like.
Switch around.
Oh, right. Well, we finally got rid of him, so you can now tell us all about him and how annoying he is to work with. What's he off to?
Oi!
That'd be a very easy and short conversation, I think.
Hold on a minute. Where's the exit? That looked like a really awkward escape.
It's not great. Yeah, it's really, really small. It's like it comes to there goes the light. It comes to about here, height wise, and you have to duck to get out, and you have to go out backwards as well because otherwise you whack your head every single time. It's not very convenient, really, but it is what it is because you can't get out the back flat because obviously the bar's here.
Yeah.
So that's literally the only exit. So, but yeah, it's all right. We'll make it work somehow. But yeah, it is quite small. It is quite tight, and it does bang your head.
There you go.
So, but
as long as you're serving beer and not drinking it, you should be okay.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, well, that's the challenge, isn't it? So yeah, but we'll get there. I'm sure. We've had a few people comment like that. How are you not going to run a bar without drinking all the proceeds before you serve it? But I don't know. That's something we'll just have to work out.
at least one of you's got to drive it back. So there's one.
That is very true. That is very true. Yeah, yeah. I mean, the other day I followed him in my car just in case something went wrong with it, which it did, as he explained earlier, with the brakes and the steaming tires and all the rest of it. That was fun. I thought it was going to blow up, but yeah, it was good. It wasn't too bad. So yeah, that's that. So he's got another wedding fair coming up. I think it's next Saturday. I'm not around, so Mark's going to have to do that on his own, which is going to be interesting. I think April's going to step in and help him out. So yeah, I feel a bit bad about that, but it's not like I'm doing. I'm taking the kids away, so yeah. So that's that. So,
yeah, that's it. There'll always be times where one person just has to take over and run with it. That's the way it is, isn't it?
Yeah, it'll be fine. It'll be fine. He'll work it out, I'm sure, on his own.
What's your favourite beer from your proposed core range at the minute?
I would say I'm not really a lager drinker, so I wouldn't go with the Feld, unfortunately. But the Carpi is quite nice from the Oak, should I say, from Grain. I quite like that one. That's probably my favourite for now, but we shall see. Yeah, it's good. I'm looking forward to it. So I just got to get some more bookings on the fruit. We got one on the 2nd of December, I think, is our first one, which is only probably quite a small one, really. It's like a Christmas fair at my daughter's school. But it's just one to get our name out there, really, and sort of see if we can. You never know. You might get some more bookings out of it. So yeah,
nice little intro into it, though. Having a smaller.
Yeah, well, this is it. We didn't want to go too big too quick, so it's actually quite a nice little sort of sweetener, if you like, to get us in there and see. Work it out more than anything, how the serving's going to go and all the rest of it. So we're going to need to find our feet on that. So I think it's a good little practice. So yeah, should be good. Should be good. So
nice.
Back.
Got some crisps.
Here's lovely.
All right, I'm going to swap back now. I'll see you.
You sure? You don't have to, mate.
No. You're good, mate. You're used to it. I'm not.
What's this grant? Oh, there's some salt and vinegar Walkers going old school.
Yeah, sort of proper vinegary. Love
Baked as well.
Baked, yeah. Because we're healthy around here, aren't we? Don would not like you weeing on his feet, I know. Stuart out the cat flap, yeah, mate, honestly. If it was any smaller, that
it was amusing to watch you exit the vehicle, I have to say.
Yeah, the amount of times I've banged my head.
I was just saying that.
Dom had a full head of hair. He looked like Slash before we started this. It's all just come off.
That's all right. It means that Mark will soon just arrive at the peak beer reviewer phase with the beard and no hair. So.
Honestly, as soon as I go bald, I'm going down to Costco buying those checkered shirts. And then I'll just be at home. I need some glasses as well, because all you guys wear glasses and I don't. So I need to sort that out. Captain says, has the Horsebox got Ewok storage space? No, mate. There's literally no storage space on there. By the time we load it up, this is going to be jam-packed. Shark says, John, looking forward to your future endeavours. Absolutely. Sobieski, how you doing, mate? Good luck on your new adventures, he says. John says, thank you. Good luck, John. Thanks, Mosey. It's been an emotional and scary step, but I'm excited for the future. Absolutely, mate. Good luck to you. John, I hope one of those things on the agenda is bacon and eggs based. Oh, yeah, bacon and egg. I could do that right now. I had some this morning, Captain. I have a few irons in the fire. Yeah, I'll let John say it, but yeah, he's not standing still, is our John?
I heard he was going to review sheds for a living.
Yeah. Well, what about that? What about that?
Who knows?
Sorry. How did you enjoy the 316?
Yeah, it's nice.
It's good, isn't it?
Which brewery is that? 316?
That is Grain Brewery.
Grain.
Ooh.
That's probably their most popular beer, don't you reckon?
Yeah, that seems to be.
I was literally up there. That's why I was late. I was up there earlier. But yeah, small family-run brewery, just producing fantastic beer.
Nice. I need to try some of that.
Yeah, it's really good. I'll have to bring you some next time I see you, Tommy. I'll have to bring some up, or if you were to come down, I'll bring some. Joey says, John, if you need someone to launder money, and you know what, I know a guy. Mersey Beers, John, are you still doing Beer X next year? That's the thing, isn't it? Yeah. What about the old festivals, Johnny? You might have to make some plans. John's OnlyFans page is really taking off. And John follows that up by saying hot tub beer reviews incoming. Do it. Isn't there like toilet beer reviews or something? There's a bloke that sits in the toilet reviewing beer or food.
Toilet food reviews. Yeah.
There you go. Do
hot tub beer reviews. Do it, mate. Do it. Well, I'm really keen to see him in the middle of January when the heat pumps stop working.
So, with nipples like needles.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. You can open the can.
Sorry?
I said you can open the can with them.
Especially up in Yorkshire. Well, Mersey Bears has just told me a new channel to follow. Well, someone's already cornered the market with bikini beer reviews.
Not looking like John, they haven't. Different market, mate. Different market.
Hey, John, you be happy in your skin, mate, don't you? I can see John like that with his little pink thing. Lord's Broker, thanks for the mental image. Captain says, well, John, there's always room for you in the Captain Meat Collective and the Captain Meat Jazz Quartet. No, there can't be four of you. There's only one. There's only one Captain Meat. Fuck.
Four would be terrifying.
Can you imagine it? Just imagine the noise. Just the noise. Oh, we love you, Paul. We love you, mate. So, yeah, what's the weekend got in store then, Tommy? Anything good, mate?
Rugby World Cup semi-finals, mate, for the most part.
Is that tonight?
Tonight and tomorrow.
Tonight and tomorrow night. Obviously, I've got the Austin Grand Prix as well.
Yes.
Might have to take my grandmother to a hospital appointment tomorrow because my parents' place is flooded today, so they might not be able to even get out. So that's an option. But otherwise, not a lot. Try and get the dogs out when it's not raining. Otherwise, pretty chill. What about yourself?
Tom, what are you up to?
Not a lot this weekend, actually. Pretty much same again, really. Rugby World Cup, a bit of Grand Prix probably, and Sunday I think we might be doing a bit of a day session. I'm not sure yet.
Who's that?
Kerry, David, myself, Lisa, and whoever else fancies it, I suppose.
Yeah, our friends Kerry and David, they can drink. They only exist to me drunk. Like, I don't think I've ever seen them sober. Especially Dave, honestly. We rocked up at a wedding, Paul and Sue's wedding.
Oh yeah.
Rocked up at a wedding the other week. He was absolutely written off before we got in the taxi to go to the wedding venue.
Oh dear.
Don't know, does it? And he's only thin, he's only little. I don't know where he puts it.
I know a few of those people. Always good fun. I feel like Dom knows his international rugby. So Dom, do you reckon any upsets from the favourites this weekend?
I think that we won't go through. Personally, I think we'll get beat by South Africa. I don't know. Maybe Argentina. I don't know. They've been a bit of a dark horse, to be honest. They played well in the first game against us, and they played well all the way through the tournament, to be fair. So they deserve their place. More than deserve their place, I think. But it'll be interesting. I think I've got a sneaky feeling it might be South Africa Argentina final.
Okay. That's the first person I spoke to who's gone that way around. But I don't disagree. I think I feel like one of them is going to be an upset, but I can't quite call which one it's going to be.
Hopefully it's us, but I'm just not sure.
If we were to beat South Africa, would that be considered an upset?
I would say so. Because we were before we even started this tournament. If you think about what people were saying about England before the tournament started, we weren't expected to get this far.
It's a funny one because we played really badly for the last year before the tournament started.
Yeah.
But then at the same time, since the tournament started, South Africa have only had a decent game every other match.
Fair.
And if that carries on, that would suggest that tomorrow wouldn't be a good match. So I mean, we've not played well, but let's be honest, no one has played consistently well because we all thought it was going to be a France-Ireland final.
Yeah,
They're both
And
out, aren't they now?
They're both out, yeah.
Wow.
So, as much as it's unlikely for us to go through, it wasn't likely that the four remaining were the four remaining anyway. So, who knows at this point?
Yeah, it's hard to call.
Is Grealish going to play tomorrow?
That's it.
That's what I do on the group chat. I'm like, they're like, oh, England scored a try. I'm like, 1-0. They're like, shut up. I have to get told to. I have to get sworn at when the rugby's on.
No, if you like rugby players falling over like football players, you need to follow Wales, mate. Sorry.
Are they bad? Are they?
They're dramatic, is what I'd say.
Yeah, it can be definitely.
There we go. Where are we? John says it's when I crack the bottle open. God, that'll take your fingers off. I reckon that thing. Liverpool and Everton 12:30 tomorrow. It's going to be the Mo Salah show. See what that or like Dominic Calvert-Lewin is going to run it. I don't know. Mosey Beers, captain. Would John be like Lieutenant Meats or Corporal Steak? Sergeant Sausages. You can't call yourself Sergeant Sausage, can you? That's probably.
No, it's just the Sergeant Sausage now. That's it.
Different audience. At Captain Meat, got works corporate hospitality tickets for that. Can't drink too much as clients are coming with us. Oh, Mosey, what do you do for work? You might not want to disclose it, but what do you do for work? I feel like something like scientist or something. Mosey Beers, John General.
Oh, dear.
I've met Paul. I've met Captain in Liverpool, and he is this is him, just him in real life. Like, you know, some people online, you go, you're not really like that. He is exactly like that. What is it? He said we were in the Handyman, which is like a brew pub in Liverpool. Mate, it was like a Wednesday night or something, wasn't it? BRX is like during the week, and this bar's packed, and it's like probably half 11 or 11 at night. And he goes, everybody, listen. He goes, I have to say, I'm sorry to say I've been sexually abused at work. And everyone's going, oh my God. He goes, but then I found out I'm self-employed. It was just like, I was absolutely written off. I was dribbling. I've been drinking all day. It was just one of the funniest things I've seen. This whole bar just like looking at him. Mersey Beers enjoying the Carlsberg. Done that, and you get a pint of Carlsberg. Yummy. There we go. Lol, Captain have a Guinness in corporate box. Oh, Carlsberg, of course it is. Yeah, Liverpool, isn't it? Of course it is. Captain have Guinness in the corporate boxes. If I'm drinking Guinness, it's not the end of the world. I've kind of got a bit of a taste for Guinness. You've always been a Guinness fan, haven't you?
Yeah, I don't like
Yeah, as far as generics go, at least you know you're not waking up with a hangover.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's fair. That is fair. It's just the poos that look like tar in the morning after. That's the only thing you got to look out for.
You need to you need to up your stout game, mate.
Oh, I don't know. I probably do. I've not been. I thought this time of year I'd be getting into my stouts, but I'm nowhere near it. You're always year round, though, aren't you?
Yeah, I like them. Yeah, I do.
And Tommy, you're into dark beers as well, aren't you?
I'd say me and Dom would get on very well.
It's
always stout season starts at the 1st of January and ends on the 31st of December.
Absolutely right. Absolutely right.
Yeah, I'm not so much like that. I do enjoy one of the. I might even crack this in a minute. The grain slate.
Oh,
that is a very 6%.
Good name for a dark beer. I like it.
Malt is oak smoked pale ale malt, flagon pale ale malt, amber malt, brown malt, chocolate malt, and wheat.
Ooh.
They don't muck about with their beers.
Where did you go to the loo, by the way?
Sorry?
Where did you go to the loo? Indoors?
Yeah.
Is key in the door?
No, just give it a knock.
Okay.
Then you got this. This is like grained big IPA.
Oh, God.
What, mate?
It's the way that as anyone exits out the door, it looks like they're being sucked into a different dimension. It's fantastic.
The hop. Listen to the hop list on this: Hercules, Hallertau Brewers Gold, Centennial, Simcoe, Citra, Warrior, Chinook, and Mosaic.
I'll be honest. If you kick Citra out of that, it sounds blissful.
You probably like that. It's quite a popular beer of theirs, to be fair.
Yeah, to be fair, I am learning that if it's Citra used mildly, it can be okay.
Yeah, just no. Citra does. It's a bit. Yeah, it gets a bit too much sometimes. It's just a bit too. It tastes like wet. Do you remember? For me, it tastes like. Do you remember that like old washing up cloth that your mum used to have? It smells all damp and horrible. That's what Citra can be a bit like that for me.
Yeah. But I say for me, it's distinctly cat pee.
Yeah,
Don't know
I'm with
why.
you. Not the
Don't know
keenest.
why, but
yeah, no,
yeah,
I'm with you.
I had some good beers earlier. So I told you about the Don Zoco Hells and Hellas and the disappointment that was the Lowenbrow Oktoberfest beer on tap. That was really odd. I had a 5-ish% stout from Bang the Elephant that was. Oh no, hold on. No, I didn't. I had a 5-ish% stout from Liquid Light.
Yeah,
and it was it was like a. You know how almost every craft stout now is chocolate, peanut butter, blah 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 blah. And I saw it and I was like, do I want it? Do I really want it? Kind of bored of this now. I had it, and you know what? It was like just hints of. Like it was a proper nice session stout with just little hints. I was like, okay, that was really good. And then I had American Red from Bang the Elephant, and that was that was on cask as well. That was pretty good.
Talking of American Reds, I've got the sticker on the wall. I think this is probably. I'm not a massive fan of Glenafric beers. I just don't generally think the quality is very good. But the Glenafric Rutting Stag American Red Ale, 5%, that was a beauty.
Glenafric, the Scottish brewery based in the north of England.
That's weird, isn't it? And then they started doing those Glencannick beers or whatever it was in B&M.
You haven't touched that yet? No?
No? Get her open, boy.
Get her open, boy.
Get her open, boy. Yeah, I don't know. Glenafric. I've had some good beers from Glenafric, and I've also had some like really average stuff.
I think there's some good beer-related questions come up in the chat, Mark. If you want to start mowing through.
Mersey says, "I really want to try that new." Have they done that? Because they did. Arbor did do a Vienna lager. Have they agreed? Have they changed the recipe? Fantastic brewer.
Yeah, I did one a couple of years ago. It was very nice. I don't know if they've done a new one.
Oh my god, smell how smoky that is.
Yeah, he's always nice.
Bloody lovely. John's agreeing that politics and children should never mix from Sobieski. Yeah. Stuart Guest, question to you all. The best new brewer to get into. I recently come across Rivington, who are very good. First comment is, Rivington are very good.
Yeah, Rivington are fantastic.
Tommy, best new brewer to get into?
It is a little bit subjective in terms of what sort of beers you like. If you like really well executed pale ales, then Track. If you like sour or fruity mixed beers, Yonder. If you like Euro inspired stuff, either Don Zoco or Braybrook.
Yeah, I knew you were going to say Braybrook.
If you like trad and just quality low key stuff, I'm going to have to throw Blue Monkey in there because that's what I do. I feel like everyone thinks I'm on a payroll. I'm really nice, really love their beer. Genuinely, it's fantastic. When I was at Nottingham Beer Festival, like you go around, you have infinite choice, and I'd probably have 2 or 3 from other people, and then just end up back at the Blue Monkey bar because I knew I needed something I could rely on. I think that's enough answers from me. What about you, Mark?
I'm kind of agreeing, mate. If I think of pales, Track are definitely up there. Anything pale, real strong, hop forward beers, I'm with you on Track. Darker beers. I'm going to mention him again. Blue Monkey's range of dark beers is very, very good. From mild all the way up to the imperial stuff. With the maple and pecan imperial stout being like a particular highlight of their imperial range.
Yeah.
Lagers, Braybrook, 100%. They're up there. Ampersand do some fantastic lagers as well. They're Keller. They've done like a German Keller beer for Oktoberfest. It was just like if you'd have told me it was brewed in Germany, I'd have believed you. I have to give a shout out as well to Hackney Church. That Hellas lager that they did was a flipping joke. Like that was, but you know when people talk about these little Oktoberfest beer box all having proper German beers, that beer tasted more German than half of them little box beers did. Sorry to drag it up again because I'm actually going to kick off in the comments again.
Yeah. You're not wrong.
What about a brewery that like does it all, and you're not allowed to say Blue Monkey, and I'm not allowed to say Ampersand?
Can we say it for each other then?
No, I'm not going to say Blue Monkey because I'm not.
And I'm not going to say Ampersand then. Okay, I do it all. Yeah, but basically, no. What we're saying there is, if you want a brewery that does it all, then Blue Monkey and Ampersand are up there. But we'll go for two others as well. Yeah. I mean, I'm not saying it just because he's in the chat, but Lord's Brewing their range is incredible, from lager through to the specialities. That's absolutely worth a look at. And I think there's always like people maybe misinterpret the size of breweries sometimes. Yeah, because like the scope of a microbrewery, like from the lower end to the higher end, is actually massive. Like they can be wildly different business entities. And Lords are not the smallest, but relatively small. And given the variety they do and the execution of it, it's really, really good. But we'll come up with two others as well.
I've got two.
You do your two because I'm still thinking on this one.
And both of my two are from the southwest, from the same city, in fact.
Interesting. I was about to say, when it comes to this stuff, I really struggle to go further than local.
Yeah,
which is interesting.
I've gone for Arbor.
Oh, great shout!
They do some really good stuff across the range. Like nothing's ever.
You're going to take both. You're going to take both Bristol breweries, aren't you?
I am, and Left-Handed Giant.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Fair.
Who did you think I was? Oh, you thought I was going to go for the other decent Bristol brewery, didn't you?
Oh yeah, I thought you were going to go for
about 5 or 6 down there. They're very, very blessed down there.
There's a lot. Yeah, there's a lot down there. I thought you were going to go for
Bristol.
No, the other one. What are they called? Globe logo.
Oh, Lost and Grounded.
Lost and Grounded, yeah.
Yeah, I have to say, actually, I just reviewed an America. So I do a Tom, and I know a few people, other people know. I do a few beer reviews. It's gone up to 3. It was meant to be 4, but Toast didn't get the beer over in time. But I now do 3 beer reviews every quarter for a trade magazine for a beer distribution company. And they gave me some Lost and Grounded beers, and I had a red ale from them, an American red. Flipping heck.
Lost and Grounded. I'm going to back up all of those choices there. A lot of the Bristol, to be fair, most new brewers in Bristol are fantastic. New Bristol started out as the leader, but lost their way a little bit. But they seem to be coming back again, so don't write them off completely.
There's a newer brewer in there. I think they had an issue with the head brewer, so they got a new one in, and the quality's gone up again.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of a few more that are worth an all-rounder. An all-rounder is really tricky.
I'll tell you what, as well, I'm going to stick another name in the hat. Vibrant Forest.
Oh, I had one at Nottingham Beer Festival. That was the first one I had.
Was it good? Tell me it was good.
It was their Black Forest Gatto Stout.
Yes.
That was
it good?
It was really good, mate. It was really good.
They're really Vibrant Forest. They're really, really good. They've got a really good lager. They've got like a New Zealand hopped lager, dry hop lager.
So I can revert back to my default answers. Actually, I just realised all rounders Black Isle Brewery up in Scotland.
Nice,
solid.
That's a good shout.
Not perfect every time, but 90% of the time, absolutely insane. And if you want to spend a bit more, I'm not going to say fantastic all rounder, but maybe an all rounder in a modern, super modern craft sense. A brewery that sounds almost the same, Black Iris, which is down the road from me in Nottingham. In terms of pales, stouts, everything from regular sessionable stuff all the way up to you big, hero products. They're very reliable.
I'll tell you what, it'd be interesting. I'm not putting Dom on the spot here because I'm, if I'm a beer nerd, you love your beers, don't you? You love your craft beers.
I'm not nothing like
you're
you.
not, yeah. So obviously,
I know what I like.
Because we used to buy what Dom and I used to do. Well, I say used to, we done it like 2 or 3 times. We used to do every couple of months we'd do an order. Do you remember? Mm-hmm. And I'd say, Dom, I want to put it was Vibrant Forest. I think there might have been 2 to Glenafric.
There was a couple of Glenafric.
There was another one. Can't remember.
It'll be on the wall somewhere.
It'll be on the wall somewhere. This is the thing. This is literally a picture book of my 2021, 2022, and 2020. Oh, you know what? I've just thought of a brewery, and I've just seen that.
I've just thought of one weirdly whilst imagining your beer staple. Go on, let's see if it's the same one. Go on.
Duration.
Okay, no, it wasn't the same one.
They are mental good. They're good, aren't they?
Yeah, I like the Turtles one.
That's what that is. So it's just.
Oh yeah,
and actually, Turtles All the Way Down, which is their American IPA, 5.5%. That is
nice
on the list for being our house IPA.
I'm not surprised. That comes very well regarded. That one.
They are, I believe, that Bates, that brews. So it's a husband and wife team that own it. Bates and Amanda. Amanda's British, does all like the social media, blah blah blah. Bates is
a mad American,
but he's like, and I mean this in the nicest way possible, and I don't mean this in any bad way at all. He's mad, as in like he's got serial killer vibes. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like, yeah. It's not. He's just silent, and when he speaks, it's like mental. So, like, I think he used to brew with Sierra Nevada, or he's got some brewing connection to Sierra Nevada. It's something. There is a connection.
Just to be clear, Mark.
Was it Joel? Somebody said something, and he proper shot him down.
Oh, we were on a beer tasting. Sorry, Tom, one sec. We were on a beer tasting, and this is someone that Joel doesn't really like. He's not a beer nerd or anything, and he said, I've never had anything from Sierra Nevada that I liked. And this bloke was like, I know. Tom, you're the same as me. This bloke was sitting there, like super quiet, and he literally went like this. You know, do you remember like The Undertaker on wrestling when he used to look up and his eyes used to go? It was like that. It was like, oh my God, you've awoken a beast.
It literally looked like he wanted to kill him.
Honestly. And I'm sitting there as a beer nerd going, mate, are you sure? Like,
you sure about this statement? You sure? Yeah, it turns out he's only ever had the Cali IPA. He's frozen.
Yeah, if all you've ever tried is a Californian IPA, then yeah, I would probably agree. But even their pale ale in the bloody bottles is good.
So good.
But who are you going to mention earlier?
There was 2 things I'm going to say. Firstly, is that you've managed to find a quiet American, and I think that needs a round of applause.
He's probably pissed at the time.
But beyond that, sorry, Americans. But in general, when you're on holiday here, we all look at you going, "Why are you making so much noise? We don't understand." But anyway, onto the brewery. So I feel like gone under the radar because they are pre-established. Thornbridge.
That's a great shout. That.
Yeah, like not everything is fantastic, but their ability across the board, when you get their genuinely good articles, pretty impressive.
Thornbridge, for me, I think I don't know if there's a bigger brewer that does it better.
Yeah, good summary on that. I think. Yeah,
you know what I mean.
It's there's not a bigger brewer that does the breadth better. If you go for
Yeah.
like people who do a specific thing better, then maybe like Theakston's with the old school bitters
Yeah.
and dark ales, maybe. But in terms of breadth, no, I don't think so. I think Thornbridge probably have it covered.
Yeah, and they do. I think they're obviously very well thought of because they do a lot of contract brew stuff. Like if you want a
And
half decent quantity of something brewed, contracted through someone, you're choosing Thornbridge, and they do.
if anyone doesn't know, the Checkmates is now in Morrison's
as like on all the time sort of thing.
Well, on for this season session, this run, yeah.
And the thing is, Budvar, a brewery like Budvar that had never done a collaboration or never brewed beer outside of, they're not Prague, are they? They're
Czech Republic.
See, someone in the Czech Republic. They chose Thornbridge to break that duct.
Yep.
Or to break that thing.
And it's a banging beer as well.
Never had it. We're doing
I bought some yesterday. I bought some yesterday, so review coming soon. I have had it once before, but yeah.
But it's going to be good, isn't it? But yeah, Thornbridge is a shout.
Yeah.
Thornbridge is a great shout. Has anyone tried the Brewdog Wingman?
No, I can't. I can't bring myself to buy it. I'll be honest.
No, I know. I know. Get in the comments. If you've had Brewdog Wingman, let me know what you think. John said the school do all sorts with regards to children and politics. And Mersey says Glencannick is actually the Scottish brewery in Scotland. It should be noted, although the main brewery is in the Wirral, the owners are actually Scottish. Well, that makes absolute sense. I was quite shocked when I bought a Glenafric beer, looked at the back and it said Liverpool. Sobieski says, a member of the otherwise becomes indoctrination. It's the parents' job to teach children right from wrong. I absolutely agree with that. It was funny when Kobe said it. Mosey Beer says, Remington have just opened a new bar in Preston. What? Preston? Well, I suppose, yeah, fair play. They're Manchester based. Are they, where are they? They're north of Manchester.
Rivington and north. They're about equidistant between Manchester and Preston. So,
okie dokes. It's their only other bar than the tap room at their very picturesque brewery. They've got a campsite at this brewery.
Yeah, so I've tried to book in there 4 times this year, and every time they've been fully booked.
It's good, That's a good thing.
Yeah.
I've always asked within kind of. It's always been within less than 3 or 4 weeks ahead, but they've always been fully booked, which is mad.
Tom, I went with Tom to the Eberstone White Horse over at Sudbury a few months ago.
Yeah,
that was good.
That was really good.
That was really good.
That was really good.
That was really good. That's where we both discovered.
We need to do another. We need to do another trip there because that was very good.
We do, and their beer list. If anyone, so if you camp and you like beer, you genuinely have to go to a place called the Eberstone White Horse. It's like £6 or £7 a person per night. I think the only deal is you camp there, and the only deal is you drink their beer.
Yeah, technically they aren't allowed. You aren't allowed to drink beer that you bring in off-site because the whole land is a registered, licensed place. But actually, loads of people were, and no one actually cared. But that's by the by.
And it's like, but the beer, Tom, is like.
Oh, the beer. To be fair, you're not going to bring better beer on site with you than they serve there anyway. So yeah, it doesn't matter. It's really good.
Yeah, and I don't remember it being that expensive either. I don't remember.
It wasn't cheap, but it wasn't. Yeah, it wasn't insane. It was very fair for the quality they were pushing out.
Yeah, I absolutely agree. It's beautiful, right in the middle of the Suffolk countryside. We had a lovely walk, didn't we, Tom?
We did.
Really nice place. Stuart Guest never tried Blue Monkey. Cheers, guys. Not into lager or stouts. You probably will get on quite well with Blue Monkey then, because they do a lovely range of pale ales.
Yeah,
stuff is mental good.
Yeah, if you like trad beer, they're a great shout. If you want something more modern, then I genuinely think their New Hampshire IPA gives anyone a run for their money. Anyone.
That is a very good beer.
Apparently, loads of people really like the Mosaic Session IPA. It's not my favorite.
I was looking at that because that's like 3.8, isn't it? 3.8%. I think it's really quite low.
I thought it was a bit more, but yeah, whatever it is, it's but that's their best seller apparently at the minute. After talking to the guys the other day, and they basically can't make enough of it. Again, it's not my favourite, and I don't think it's a very good session pale, but session pales are probably one of my least favourite styles, so I'm not the person to ask on that one.
Yeah, no, they are very good though, Stuart. You won't go wrong, mate. Joey said they asked the customers, "What do you think of the brewer's execution?" Customers are aghast at the high prices stated. I'm all in favour of it. Joey says you should open up a left-handed only store called the Leftorium. Is that what it is? John says, do you think you could stream from the trailer with the door shut like your own mini studio? I probably could, and I might. Not permanently, because it's approaching winter and it's not going to be the warmest in here, is it?
Yeah, a little heat, you'd be fine.
We have got a little heater. The UK needs a hero, Mark. I know, but it's probably not going to be me, mate. Joey says, I'm literally the epitome of these comments. I feel attacked as a really loud American.
Yeah, sorry.
David, yeah, it's true. David Durrell says, evening, Horsebox looks nice. Is a beard compulsory?
No, but strongly recommended.
It's not compulsory, but it's preferred.
Yeah. You might be charged double.
You'll get served quicker if you've got a good beard.
Absolutely.
John says, can we hit the thumbs up button? I'll tell you what, I never do this, but I will just because it's the first time in the Horsebox. If you like the Horsebox and you think it's a good idea, hit the thumbs up. If you think it's a bad idea, hit the thumbs up. But no, if you wouldn't mind, that'd be really good. Just it just pushes a few more people our way. YouTube goes, all people like this. But like I say, the dislike button doesn't work. It's a new YouTube feature. You have to just hit the like button to get any comment through. So, no, I'm joking. If you could hit that button, that'd be amazing. Hi, David, says John. Where are we going? Are you staying or are you going for dinner?
I might have to go for dinner in a moment. What time is it?
6:30.
Check in and find out.
Yeah. Do it. It's up in my studio, but if you have got time, this old super pale from Tyndall's looks quite good. But yeah, that is a beauty. Proper smoky, robust stout.
Ooh,
what's it?
I'm a bit
6%.
jealous.
Scary. Easy drinking
right.
as well.
It's nice.
I feel like it's the most unpopular kind of ABV format, but high fives through to about 6.5, 7 is that they're the ones I enjoy. Like they always they're just robust enough, but before going too far. You know what I mean?
Yes, I see. I'm like red flag detecting if it's under 5% and it's got butterscotch in it and cookies and vocationally listening. And anything that's like
Northern Monk, come on.
Northern Monk as well. Stop it. It's just going to be really watery and sweet, and I'm just not going to enjoy it. Yeah. Although that was watery, but it was. Well, I say watery. It was quite sort of. Yeah, it was very light on the mouthfeel, but there's so much flavour in there on that stout.
Man, that's lovely.
Sharky says, John, if I hit the like button, I'll knock over my monitor. Mate, send it to an Instagram. Right, I'll tell you what, I'm gonna go and wash my glass out. You all right to hang around for 2 minutes?
I'm just checking.
He's just checking.
We'll find out in a minute.
Give us 2 minutes. And what do you want to drink?
What have you got?
Whatever we've got.
Whatever you got. Yeah, yeah, exactly.
Cool. Okay. Right. I'll wash your glass out because it's a smoky stout and then lobbing a pale ale in it is just never going to work.
What are we thinking?
I've got some bits upstairs. Should we go and get that super pale from Tyndall's? That spritzy one. That one.
The champagne one?
Yeah.
Yeah, go for it. Why not?
If you're getting a champagne yeast beer, then I have a story to tell.
Yeah, I think did we show you this earlier? I can't remember if we did or not.
He did, yeah. So is that an empty bottle version?
No. That's just got water in it though.
That's kind of what I meant. Yeah, it's not the real deal in there.
No.
So my local brewer that I rave a lot about, I've already mentioned them, Blue Monkey, Nottingham Beer Festival. It's the biggest. It's their biggest event of the year. They always take one of the biggest stands and everything else. It's their kind of flagship event. And for the first time in 5 years, they brewed something called Chimpagne, and it is a strong 13% pale ale based on champagne yeast.
Wow.
Previously, the last time they did it, it was just purely a champagne yeast fermented beer, which meant you could tell the quality was there, but you get that very obvious, like almost overly acidic, the champagne, the white wine champagne thing.
Yeah.
Where it's like it's hyper, like yeast funk. This time they did it. They brewed the whole thing out on. They did the whole thing on brewer's yeast, which probably caps out about 5.5–6% first, and then fermented the rest of it on champagne yeast after that.
And that took it to
it was
9. Did you say
13?
13. Crikey.
13. Yeah. So the first half-ish was done on brewer's yeast, and then they just chucked a load of champagne yeast in after to ferment the rest of it. It was. I can't quite describe how brilliant it was. Like, maybe it's just me because I prefer a slightly less bitter beer. But imagine for me, it was like take the best double or triple IPA you've ever had, and just give it this slightly more well-rounded and slightly tangy thing. Nice. And it was just like it was so drinkable. Unfortunately, it was so drinkable that the first time, so I went for 2 different days at the beer festival. And the first night I came home a little bit wobbly, and I had I had what was verging on like hallucinogenic dreams that night, which I'm pretty sure was because of that beer. It was. See, it sounds terrible, but I woke up feeling fine. But
that's the main thing. Yeah, as long as you get a hangover of it, then it was doing something right.
Like, ever since I had the first sip of it, like the whole day and night was an event. It was truly interesting. Yeah, champagne yeast is always weird, but then again, I guess everyone says champagne gets you more tipsy than anything else, and I think that yeast is probably something to do with it.
Quite possibly. Yeah, we've not. I don't think. Well, we haven't tried this yet. It's. I think it's brand new. I don't think they've done it before, from what Tyndall said. But we'll see in a minute, I suppose, when he brings it back. See what that's all about. But I think it's only 5.4%. It's not strong at all. So sounds like we're here.
What's up, mate?
He's arrived.
Yeah, Tom was talking about 13% of it. It was the old champagne yeast and stuff.
Oh, God.
It's only 5.5, so not near that, but should taste all right. Hopefully, find out in a sec.
Yeah, right.
Right.
Yeah.
If we're drinking champagne yeast beers, we need to have something stemmy. So I've got my.
Mark, when I get a couple of cans of Chimpagne, I'm gonna save one for you because I want to see your reaction to it.
Oh yeah, the Chimpagne. Tom was literally talking about that to me on Thursday. Was it, Tommy?
Yeah, wild, mate. Well, absolutely wild. It's fantastic.
Is it good?
Yeah, really good.
Nice.
Really good. It'll make you reevaluate your life choices, but it's really good.
A lot of their beers are like monkey theme. So they do like Gorilla, Chimpagne, monkey nuts or something.
All right, should we open this up?
Shall we?
Let's do it.
So this is we are actually gonna stock this. This is a Sriracha Ace hopped pale ale.
So 750ml bottle.
750ml bottle.
Yeah.
I think retail on this one's about a tenner, didn't he say?
I can't remember what he said now. It's about that. I can't remember exactly what he said now.
Right, I'm expecting. Oh shit!
We've had a bit of an explosion.
Oh my god!
Well, it is champagne yeast after all.
I'm gonna have to fucking swallow loads.
It's everywhere.
Someone needs to capture the audio from that. That was brilliant.
I thought he his head was going to come off.
Oh,
Enjoy that, mate.
no, that was bloody. To be fair, this has been bumbling around. It's Champagne East, and it's been doing the Colin McRae rally across Norfolk.
Exactly. Yeah, not the greatest start for it, was it?
But look at that. There you go,
Ooh.
Tommy.
That looks the condition on that looks very nice.
Yes, it
Very
is.
Very
nice.
nice indeed.
Very nice.
Cool. Coconut. Definitely picking up that dill, almost a salty aroma from this.
Salty.
You've got a bit of a goosey thing going on.
It's definitely a bit of funk, isn't there?
Smells like mango, even maybe.
Yeah. There's a bit of sort of mango, sort of puree, coulis, sort of that kind of sweeter end, that concentrated sort. Definitely getting the coconut and getting the herbal from the dill. Is that a bit of you?
That's nice. That's really nice, actually. I wasn't expecting to like that quite as much, actually. I'm not a big champagne fan, but
Oh, blooming heck, the back end of that. As Mark was walking
that goes.
down the street in Norwich.
oh, who's that? Oh, it's you. Somebody at your front door, apparently, mate.
Can't be.
Oh, that's what it says. Right, let's get out of the way.
That's mad.
This swap.
That is mad. Very nice though. Definitely. Well, Mike was saying.
The floor's covered in it.
Yeah, I know. It's just absolutely stink. Who's at my door then? I love ring doorbells. What?
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 Don't know. Weird. Or an answered ring. Oh, Amazon. Yeah, that is definitely a sharing ball. I don't think you want to be doing that whole thing yourself.
No.
David Durrell, I have a beard. It is a proper beard.
It does. It's a very good beard. Look at it.
Yeah.
It's
That
a
does
very
look good,
beard.
David. Isn't it? David, did you send me a photo of your Mustang the other day? Was it you? Someone sent me a photo of a Mustang on Instagram. Beautiful. Crummy is a salesman for Blue Monkey, question mark.
I wish I was being paid. That's all I'll tell you.
Yeah. There's nothing better.
I had an interesting one today. So I think the reason that I bang on about them so much is not just because I really like them, is because in and around the area, if you get like a proper modern fancy craft beer bar, they won't stock them because they've been around so long that they're considered trad.
Right.
They kind of like they've not been around that long. I think that they celebrated 15 years this year, but that's like just too long to be in the craft hype region. And it was interesting. I had a conversation with one of the people in Totally Tapped and a customer about this earlier. We were talking about the Nottingham Beer Festival, and I was like, "Oh, what was your favourite beer? What was your favourite?" We were all talking about. I was like, "I'm going to purposely not mention Blue Monkey to see if anyone brings it up because I know that in general they had some of the best beers there, and no one mentioned it." And I was like, "Okay." I was like, "Oh," but then someone said, "Oh, I tried their rums. They were really nice." I was like, "Okay, interesting." I said, "Did you try this beer from them?" I was like, "Oh yeah, actually, that was about the best thing I had." I was like, "Okay." And then you try this one. Oh yeah, that was fantastic too. And then the customer pipes up with, "Oh yeah, I don't normally drink their stuff when I'm out and about, but that New Hampshire was absolutely incredible." I was like, "There's this bizarre thing where everyone knows they are actually top tier, but they've just got this slight kind of preemptive thing." I'm like, "Guys, you got to get over this shit because they're better than most of the stuff you're putting on your board right now." It's just bizarre.
It's true.
I don't get it.
It is true. I think they're trying to fight that a little bit, aren't they, by sorting the branding out a little bit, putting it in can rather than bottle, and just trying to take some little.
But
nibbles
ultimately,
away.
like you've always got to ask that question: like, hold on, if you're not putting someone on your board because you don't think they're cool enough, not because their beer's not good enough, are you really giving a proper craft beer ethos service?
Yeah,
I don't think you are.
exactly.
Like, not really. So, yeah, tricky one.
No, I'm with you. I'm absolutely with
Also, I need to have a conversation about Holy Goat.
you. Okay.
Have you had much from Holy Goat?
I've had one beer from Holy Goat. Is this
Which
the
one?
American sour mixed firm brewery? Are they American?
They're Scottish.
Oh, sour mixed firm though.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I had one beer from them. It was a share. I didn't even have the whole thing. It was a sharing bottle about a year ago, maybe a little more than that.
What did you reckon?
I don't remember it sticking in my brain. I just pulled that memory out.
So I've been looking at them for ages and been like, oh, I might order some, might not, but the bottle price is exorbitant. Like, it's massive.
How much?
Really pricey.
Probably 750s. How much?
Yeah, 750s are like 25 to 35 quid.
Oh, cool.
If not more. Like, they're really pricey. And I saw one was coming on Nottingham Beer Festival. I was like, right, I'm going to get that. Went on the Wednesday.
Now is time.
It hadn't got on at that point. I was like, damn it. Following everything going on Instagram, it got put on Thursday night, and I was going again on Friday. I thought, oh, it's going to sell out by the time I get there. Anyway, it hadn't. Thankfully, I got to try it. It was one of their flagships. It was called Doom Witch.
Yeah.
I was like, this is all lining up. It's going to be fantastic. It was a really good sour, but that's all I can say.
I was going to say there's a bug here.
Yeah, like it was a, but the word is good. It wasn't insane. It wasn't special. It was just a good sour. The price of it compared to everything else was significant.
If we're comparing, how was it against the Village Greens? Not Village Green. Little Earth Project.
Oh, not a patch on Little Earth Project.
Wow.
No.
I mean, they are
again, maybe that's my preference, because Little Earth Project lean towards more like wild firm and European yeast styles. Yeah. So maybe that is more my preference than a generic kettle sour. But at the same time, I was like, I understand what you've done here is impressive, but at the same time, I'm struggling to see the special.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean?
That's fair.
Like, it's just
that's fair.
Like, yeah.
I mean, what was that? What was that one we had that was quite pricey at Little Earth Project? It was the one that they fermented in the thing on the roof.
Oh yeah, the open. Oh, what was it called? Yes, I know what you mean.
Silver. It's called like Silver Surfer or something. What was it called?
I know. It's basically a trop on the roof, right? That's what it is.
Open top fermentation vessel, wasn't it?
No, it's more than an open top though. It's just open. Because an open top firm is not truly open. It's just not sealed.
But apparently, it's what are they called? What was it called? It's called something like a torpedo something. I can't remember what it was called.
It was good though.
Still a technique used a lot in Belgium, apparently.
Yeah, can't remember. I'm sure Mersey Beers in the chat will arrive at any moment with the answer. Big, Anyway, big aluminium trough on the roof.
Oh, what was it called?
Together with the wild yeast.
Literally, the yeast comes from like the trees that like blow in the area and stuff. They don't know how the beer is going to taste when they make it. What's it called? Come on, Mersey Beers. This is absolutely in your lane here. What was it called? They basically make the beer, stick it in this like massive aluminium thing on the roof, open top. Well, it must say open top. It can't be open top until the rain would go in it, but open enough to get the natural yeast out of the air in there, and then that yeast.
No, I think it was open top because they only leave it up there for a day or two.
What was it flipping called?
Trying to find it. I'm trying to find it.
Something not spacecraft, space vessel. Apparently, it's really
Hold on,
popular
mate.
in Belgium. This brewing technique, anyway.
Hold on, I'm gonna find it because I will have
A photo from the day
a photo from the place
or from the weekend. Right, whilst you find that, let's get some comments. David says, yes, that was my Mustang. Beautiful, beautiful car. Visiting a cheesery near Clarence in the Free State in South Africa. Clarence had a craft brewery, one of the oldest in South Africa. Wow. You don't really get a lot of, I don't know, I imagine the craft brewery scene in South Africa is going off because it's quite a sort of swanky place in it, or certain parts of South Africa. So I imagine the craft beer scene is going well. Mersey Beer says, Holy Goat are really good.
Got it. It was got a cool ship.
Cool ship, that was it. A cool ship. They stuck. They didn't even cool down the wort, did they? They just lobbed the wort in there hot, and it was just like it will do its thing.
And the one we had was their cool ship number 1.
Yeah, it was the first ever beer that they'd done. Yeah, and that was how much was it, Tommy?
It was £5.60 for a half.
Yeah, I remember it being quite pricey. Moses Holy Goat are very good, especially their dark stuff. It's one of the original Vault City co-founders who went out on his own. There we go.
To be fair, I'm very critical of Vault City most of the time, so that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, Vault City are I just don't get it. I just don't get it. Mosey Beers, to be fair, Little Earth Project's been going a lot longer. They have, yeah, they've been going a long time. Well, what was it? Early 2000s, mid 2000s.
Well, as not as the Little Earth Project, they weren't.
No, they were a trad brewer before, weren't they?
Yeah.
At the same place, they were like trad. But I mean, you walked in. There was that night we went in the. So Tom and we went with our partners, didn't we? And there was one night where it was Saturday night, wasn't it? We just went into the pub for a couple of beers. We weren't drinking at the caravan or the campers. And we walked in, and the guy behind the bar was wearing a bright yellow shirt with Cantillon written on it. It's like, right, this guy's gonna know about his beer. it was like right. We about sounded like a snob. It was like, right, we're in safe hands here. But yeah, the cool ship. We done the whole menu that night, didn't we?
We went through a fair few,
yeah. Yeah, really cool place. It's called the Edwardstone White Horse. Tiny little village, literally like one of these like one pub villages. Space looks great. Jack Bandit, pumped for you. Thank you, mate. And thanks for coming in. Mersey says, going to Father Side, see you in a bit. Take care, Mersey. Oh, and he said, yep, worth checking out Mills as well if you like Little Earth Project. Much more expensive. Yes, we saw they had some Mills brewing stuff in the fridge.
They do. I've already had this conversation once today. It's just like, I like a really good sour beer. I don't know if I like it enough to pay the premium that they fetch.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like,
It's
like
well expensive.
for a not entirely top tier beer, you can still expect to pay 10 quid plus for a can or bottle. And at that, I'm like, would I rather spend that on that, or would I rather go and get an Impy Stout from someone that I know is reliable? I'm like, I'm probably going to go for the Impy Stout if I'm honest. Like,
yeah, it's true. It is true. But I think a burnt meal triple IPA a can's about $8.50. I'll have a burnt meal triple IPA all day over that.
Yeah,
over that sort of thing. Captain says, Mark, you'll have to bring the horse box to the horse. You'll love you to bring the horse box to the horse box. What? Bring the horse box to the horse box to the grand. How many you had, Paul? Flipping heck.
Horse box to the horse box to the horse box.
I'd love to take it. Yeah, we've got like Newmarket's up. Well, I say up the road. It's probably an hour away.
Yeah.
I'll go to Newmarket with it 100%. Yeah. So I'd love to do Newmarket. Well, they do. I don't think. What do they do at Newmarket? It's not the It's not the Derby, is it? It's not. It's obviously not the Gold Cup. I don't think they do any big ones at Newmarket, do they? Horse races.
Yeah, they do.
I'm about to say, is that one of those places they shoot the horses if they don't run?
I don't know. I think it's more of like venue horse racing. Do you know what I mean? Where they like take that will be there, and like they do those sort of horse racing and evening and an artist evenings, don't they? With like all them like comeback bands where they're like 45 years old and they're trying to still sing songs. Right, guys, I'm going to call it there. I've got some dinner to eat, and it's my daughter's birthday over the weekend. She's 2. It's my daughter's birthday, so I must go indoors and do some dad stuff. Tommy, thanks for coming in, mate. I really appreciate it. If you don't know already, do check out the Crummy Beard. It's right there in front of you. Recently reviewed the Kona beers from.
I did. Yes, that one yesterday.
I believe they're Hawaii, aren't they?
Yeah, well, you'll find out if you watch the video. They might be from Hawaii.
Yes. It's still a video that I need to watch. I need to catch up. I've had quite the week. But yes, go and check out the Crummy Beard. Thank you very much for watching, guys. If you haven't already, like and subscribe. If you'd be so kind, that'd be amazing. And have a great weekend. And I will see you very soon.
Cheers,
And
guys.
I might even upload a video next week. Who knows? Thanks, guys. Cheers.
See ya.
Cheers, everyone.